Jesus.
What?
What do you mean, what? You scream ugly things at me right before you turn the mics on.
I didn't hear anything.
I know what you called me. And I'm not one of those.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. Never have been. Well, I am one of those.
Okay. Where'd this book come from?
Trey got it.
For what?
He said, finally we got a good sports book in here. We brought that in here. I have no idea.
Called the greatest sports arguments of all time.
Oh, Jesus. I bet your offense defense one's not in there.
For what, baseball?
Mm-hmm.
It should be. Actually, it shouldn't be. Because I'm right. There's no argument. Which was the greater achievement, Ted Williams' 406 season or Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak? Oh, that's easy. I don't care.
Yeah.
Who'd be left standing in a battle between Jack Dempsey and Rocky Marciano? It's another easy one.
Yeah.
Which NBA team was the greatest of all time? The 66-67 Sixers, the 71-72. Who would know this?
See, real sports fans will not only know that, they'll argue it.
The 71-72 Lakers. What about the 95-96 Bulls? Who would dominate the ultimate Pebble Beach showdown? Ben Hogan or Tiger Woods? I thought Ben Hogan was dead.
No clue.
He used to be the news guy on Channel 8.
Different one. This is the golf one.
It was Bob Hogan.
Bob Hogan, yes, I'm sorry.
Who was really the most important athlete of the 20th century? I'd say O.J.
Yeah.
Cut off two people's heads and got away with it. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a strong person to cut off heads.
Does?
Didn't he win a Heisman?
Yes, he did. And lost his trophy in the criminal settlement.
You mean the civil?
Civil is what I meant.
No, I think you meant criminal.
No, civil. He lost civil. He won criminal.
What did he lose in the criminal?
Nothing. He got out.
Look at you.
Told you. Bunch of money.
What else is in here? It's just full of stats and crap. What did he spend for this? $23. He got dicked. I'd probably say the 72 Lakers.
Or what?
Basketball team?
Yes, you're right on.
Thank you. Why would anybody follow?
If you're way into sports, it's like you're way into Batman. Why wouldn't anybody know the license number of James Garner's car in Rockford Files? Why would anybody care?
The only reason I know that is just because I've watched the series. I didn't go out of my way. I didn't go back and research the Rockford Files to find out stuff about it. After a while, it just sticks. Mm-hmm. I know the theme to the Brady Bunch. It's not because I went back and researched it because I wanted to figure out who was the greatest Brady.
I don't know if these people research or if they just watch the games and remember. I have no idea.
I don't know how you could tell who was what. After a while, they all mooshed together. I can't even tell you who plays for the Cowboys anymore. Emmett's gone, right?
Yeah.
All right. Who's left? We've been through this. You rattle off the names of the roster. I don't know anybody.
Yeah. I pull them up, but my computer's down.
What's wrong with it?
I won't boot up. It won't come up. Let me try it again.
Get Matt to build you one.
Okay. Maybe he built this one.
A 3,000 gigahertz he built for me. It's got that 3 gig.
Did you get it last night?
Yep.
And?
Smokes. I had 4 computers on today. Because I've still got the other white one he built.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the new one. And I've got those sitting side by side, and you can click back and forth with just one button on the keyboard.
Okay.
So the same keyboard controls both computers, same monitor.
Perfect.
For both computers. Then I had the other computer on in the corner with CNN, and then the laptop on downstairs.
Wow. Yeah. What happened to the bat computer? Is that the one in the corner?
Yes.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Sports. And who's on the Cowboys?
Oh. Everybody's gone. Hogaboom.
Hogaboom, yeah. He's gone. Long gone.
Septian.
Septian's way gone.
Harvey Martin.
Harvey's gone.
What is this?
Cowboys roster.
Did anything change since last year?
Will.
Yeah.
Huh?
It will. Parcells saying nobody's job is secure. Nobody. Even guys that have contracts and everything else.
Flozell Adams. I know that name. I don't know what he looks like, though. Black guy?
Yes.
Larry Allen.
Big black guy.
Charles Alston. Don't know him. Richie Anderson. Mm-mm. Justin Bates? No. Willie Blade. Black guy?
Don't have a clue.
Aaron Boone. Jamal Brooks. Antonio Bryant. I don't know any of these names.
No.
I don't have a stinking clue. Keith Davis, Tony Dixon, Mario Edwards, Terry Glenn, Joey Galloway.
Joey Galloway's a receiver.
I don't care. I don't know the names.
They're in a real rebuilding mode, so you're not going to know the people.
Troy Hambrick. Do I know him?
He's been with the team for a year or two, I think, but
Chad Hutchinson. I know that. Who is he?
quarterback.
Yes, I know that name. Tony McGee, Jack McGee. Kenyon Rambo. Is that real?
Uh-huh.
They got them in Japanese? Is that a Chinese? Korean? What is he? Is he hiding like on the 20-yard line? Just jump out? What is he?
Black, I believe.
How'd he get a name like Kenyon? It's got a hyphen in it. That's like Korean. But he hides. Hides in the outfield.
No.
Hides in the end zone.
The outfield is...
Yeah. And then right before they get to the end zone, he
Right.
jumps out.
No.
Just like those North Koreans.
I don't think so.
Reggie Swinton, Ross Tucker, Torrin Tucker, Dave Volk, Tyson Walter, Darren Woodson. I know that name.
He's the last of the
What does he do?
cornerback safety.
White guy?
No,
Oh,
but he's very good.
okay.
Sort of in his waning years of his career.
Darren Woodson, 6'1", 219. I guess this 12 means 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Grunts don't do much for me, but thanks. Kevin did, I don't know. Screw. Thank you. You could rattle off those names, and I'd never figure out what you were talking about. If you didn't tell me they were Cowboys, they went, here, I'm going to read off names. I'll give you $1 billion if you figure out what I'm talking about. Keep it. What was it you were trying to ask me in the hall? Somebody wants a copy of what?
The Dallas City attorney called and they wanted a copy of the show yesterday when we had the two men on and who had their monkey taken.
Really?
Yes.
Why one copy?
They said they just wanted something for their records. They were very elusive about why they wanted a copy.
Well, my response is, you. Give the facts back to monkey. They wouldn't say why?
No.
Then you don't get a copy.
I told them we didn't tape the show, so it wasn't possible.
What'd they say when you said that?
I said, really? I said, yeah. They said, well, okay. Maybe we'll try to find another means. I said,
And they wouldn't tell you why?
no.
Well, give me the phone number. I want to talk to them.
Okay.
You don't just call up and ask for a copy of the show and don't say why. What are you, stupid?
Dallas City attorney, they think they can.
Well, then my response to them is stuff that he said to kidding.
Yes. That'll get the message across.
Certainly will.
Yes.
get that Dallas attorney up here. Give him a nice little titty twister.
Yeah.
Is it a check?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I can't do that. They didn't say anything else why they wanted a copy?
No, just said the only response I got is I test stuff like that for our records.
All right, let me take her off the air. They answer the phone every time you call them?
No, usually you leave a message and they call back.
What's her name? I can't read your writing.
Delia? Good.
Delia.
Please record your message. At the end of your message, press 1. If you need assistance, press 0.
Miss Gonzalez, it's Russ Martin with KLLI. I understand you called earlier for the copy of the show. If you would, please call me back. I'd like to discuss this with you. We possibly could find a copy of the show if you could tell us what you'd like it for. Call us back at, it's a hotline number?
214?
Yes. Please call us at that number. Thank you. We'll discuss it further. Buenos dias. Chihuahua. Thank you. All right. See what she says when she calls back. You don't just call up and want a copy of the show just for records. No. They're up to something.
Because she was obviously pretty adamant about it because she had left me 2 voicemails and then called me directly when I got into the station.
Oh, before you had even had a chance to call her back?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I wonder what's up.
Just amazing to me they're spending city money on this.
Keeping the queers monkeys?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Get one of the queers on and see if, what?
The queers? How about just get one of the guys on?
What are their names?
One of the guys. The monkey guys.
I don't know their names.
You don't have to call them queers.
What are they?
They're gay gentlemen.
All right. If you would, please, contact one of the gay gentlemen and ask whichever one doesn't have his mouth full to call us.
I'll do that.
Maybe the city attorney's called him. Maybe something's happened. Somebody just call on the hotline? Is that Miss Gonzalez? Tell her I want to talk to her on the air. What?
She said she doesn't want to be on the air.
Oh, she doesn't. Okay. Well, I'll leave her off there and I'll stay on the air. How do I pick this up? Miss Gonzalez. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? Good. Nice. Why did you guys want a copy of the show? Well, why? Oh, so you heard it? Oh. What was it you found interesting? Oh, yeah, we taped it. We tape everything. Yeah, that's what we tell everybody. Mm-hmm. Yes. I certainly will tell Mr. Trehorn. All right. Well, thank you. All right.
What are we going to tell Mr. Trehorn?
They was very kind of returning her call.
Huh?
They ain't saying.
Okay.
She said she happened to hear it, found it interesting, wanted a copy. Wish she didn't get one.
Mm-mm.
Send her a copy of Goldberg's show. She didn't say which show.
True.
Serve her right. All right. You ready to go with news?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't listen to the new night show last night. I forgot. How was it?
I was in a hurry to get home to watch the ABC thing, and I just heard moments of it. It was fine. You know, they're finding their way.
Okay.
First day on, you know, you find out where the buttons are and all that type of stuff.
Better than Goldberg?
I would say so, yes.
Good. Grunt chunking monkeys would do better than Goldberg.
Yeah.
I would certainly listen to that.
That would be very interesting.
Wouldn't have to sign them to a contract. Mm-mm. Do I have to pay them in real money like you do retards?
What do you pay them in?
Funyuns. That's what retards take for payment.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No.
I was at the grocery store one day when they were paying the retards, the bag boys.
No, they don't.
They all walked out. It's like you said. They didn't realize. First of all, they were paying Funyuns. Then they walked down the chips aisle and they start screaming, somebody left the safe open.
All right.
All right.
Quite an insensitive comment on my part. I apologize.
But damn funny. Yeah. All right, 3:30, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by SBC Communications and by Kia Motors. The Bush administration raised the national terror alert today to orange, whatever that means, amid fears that the wave of attacks overseas could spread to the U.S. Officials with the Department of Homeland Security said the threats were not specific in location, time, or method of attack. Just watch out. What else going on today? The Pentagon developing a radar-based device that can identify people by the way they walk. It could be used in the new anti-terrorism surveillance system. It's based on the theory that an individual's walk is as unique as the signature. The Georgia Institute of Technology has received $1 million, our money, to conduct research for the project for the Pentagon. And they say basically it can identify 80 people 95% of the time by just the way they walk. And the radar works within 600 feet of the subject. Okay, new survey out. The number one baby boy name in Texas again this year. In fact, for the sixth year in a row, the number one baby boy name
would be
first name.
This kind of a new wave name?
Mm-mm. Old name? Very old wave name. Texas now. Just Texas.
Okay. Bubba.
Nope.
Leon.
Mm-mm.
Wait. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's not.
Wait. I'm close.
No, not really.
Yes, I am. Jose.
Very good.
That's all the story.
Okay. Jose, number one again in Texas. The name topped the government's annual list of the most popular names for Texas baby boys, besting Jacob, Joshua, and Michael, respectively. It has led the list since 1996, and it represents further proof of Texas' Hispanic population growth. Emily was the most popular name given in 2002 to baby girls in Texas, followed by Madison, Ashley, and Alyssa.
Emily?
Emily.
Emily or Emily?
Emily.
You said Emily.
I said Emily.
You said Emily. Emily's like
motor
oil, isn't it?
Emily. The new computer worm, we talked about this yesterday, but people are still sending it and getting it. The new computer worm.
Oh, I got it today. The one that says support at Microsoft or MSN or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Disguises itself as an email from Microsoft. It's still spreading. The email contains the worm. Appears to come from support@microsoft.com. It is not from the software company. When the attachment is open, the worm copies itself to the Windows folders, scoops up email addresses from the hard disk, and starts sending itself out again. Well, it may be time to move over and share the human branch of the family tree with chimpanzees. According to researchers, humans and chimps are 99.4% of DNA genetic code for life. Similar. That's according to Wayne State University School of Medicine. We humans appear as only slight remodeled chimpanzee-like apes, according to the research. Speaking of chimpanzees, Paul McCartney spending $8,000 to send an African chimpanzee back home 23 years after it was nabbed, basically picked up and stolen, and forced to perform in a Chilean circus. Paul's generous gift will allow Toto to live his days out in a wildlife orphanage. The Conan Circus smuggled Toto into Chile in 1979, billed him as a gorilla, and forced him to smoke and drink alcohol and act like a boxer. On a more serious note, for 2 decades, he had him in a very small cage with heavy chains around his neck and his legs. And they also castrated him to try to keep him under control.
I'm sick of monkey stories.
You done?
Yeah, I don't want any monkey.
No.
I've changed my mind now.
What are we going to now?
I want a pony. Shetland pony. I never had one.
Okay. I'll find a pony story for you. Here's one. The Mavericks found out Monday night. I
don't get it.
Mavericks are horses.
Oh, it's a car.
Heavily favored San Antonio Spurs. aren't infallible. In a Western Conference final opener marred by 72 fouls and 98 free throws, the Mavericks got a clutch drive to the baskets by Michael Finley with 14 seconds left to take a wild 113-110 victory over the Spurs in Game 1 of the conference finals at SBC Center. They're going to be, game number 2 is there on Wednesday. I got Ford Maverick.
I'd just like to point out my stupidity knows no bounds. Thank you.
There was a van recently sneaking to the back.
What?
There was a van.
That is not what you said.
That is what I said.
You would
quit it.
Was
Quit picking on me.
No.
There was a van recently. That's exactly what I said.
Go get me a copy of what he just said. Jesus. Can you peel that?
Yeah. Sneaking through the back gate of the Colonial Country Club.
You didn't even come close to say there was a van.
Screw it. It's that chick. I'm going to blow the story. Jesus Christ, get off me.
You wait till I play this back. Didn't even come close to being this language.
My head. I need a day off. Dixie
With a head like that, I understand.
Dixie Chicks have been one more.
One more what?
You got to get Trey in here to read the news. The Dixie Chicks have been.
Really?
Yes.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
You cranky.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's cranky gash.
I got no sleep last night.
Why?
My kid fell and broke his foot at college.
Well, don't blame that on me.
I didn't, but
I was nowhere near Commerce. So did you have to go out to Commerce?
Screwed up my whole story. No, I just up all night.
You screwed up your own story. You can't read.
I can too.
Somebody
I
can.
read fine.
Not out loud.
Yes, out loud. Anyway, it's that chick coming.
Well, what happened?
She sneaks in.
What did he slip off of?
A porch.
Did you have to go out to Commerce?
No, I just had to deal with the hospital and him and wait up all night to find out what happened. And
is it broken bad?
Yeah, it's in 2 places. Fractured.
Was he drinking?
I asked him. He said he had a beer, but he was not drunk. And I spoke to him on the phone. He didn't sound drunk. But he just stepped off wrong, twisted his foot, broke it in 2 spots.
So now what?
Now I got to pay the hospital, and
he didn't have insurance.
I do. He has insurance on me, but
okay.
There's still money to be paid, and you got to get the anti-inflammatory and the pain medication today. So
and now he can't walk around everywhere he needs to go.
No, we're going to go to the beach next weekend, so he can't do that. He can't walk. He just got a job. Had to call in sick today, second day.
What job?
At Radio Shack.
That's why he broke his foot.
No.
Yes, he did. He's probably outside with a hammer. I'm not going to work.
No.
What's he going to do at Radio Shack?
Sales, I guess.
That's why he broke his foot.
No, he didn't. I'm sure he broke his foot in 2 spots to keep him going to work, so he couldn't have any money.
Did he go to work?
No, but he also
Is his
doesn't have
foot
any
broken?
cash.
Is his foot broken?
Is his foot broken? Yes.
Okay. Did he go to work?
No.
Rest my case.
Annika Sorensen, whatever her name is the
Should have really skipped the story.
Yeah, I told you. Is the new little buzz thing out at the Colonial Country Club. She basically has to sneak in and sneak out. People are all over her asking her questions. She was at a news conference today. Cut number 3 on the audio. I gave it to you.
Okay.
Is her saying the difference between men's and women's golf and the tournaments.
Yeah, well, mostly it's the golf course. It's going to be longer, at least 600 yards longer than we normally play. Just the atmosphere a little different.
Where's she from? She Mexican?
No, Swede. 32-year-old Swede. On Thursday, will become the first woman to play in the PGA Tour events in 58 years.
It's, the way the men approach golf, the way they practice. I'm here to learn. I'm here to experience and see what they do. And, even though I was only out maybe for an hour or 2 yesterday, I saw how some of the guys would hit bunker shots and, how they practice.
She sounds Mexican.
She's not.
I think she is.
She's Swedish.
And the other thing, I saw the start of her press conference.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it because I had no interest in it.
Mm-hmm.
If she was a really hot chick, I think they'd have been more apt to let her into this. There have been no protest whatsoever.
Probably.
She's kind of plain looking, got no cans, sort of hippie.
Yeah, a little bit. Not ugly, but just
no.
Not
She's just kind of a plain chick.
Right.
But if she was somebody like Anna Kournikova, there'd be guys out there carrying around her golf clubs. That VJ Ring, whatever the VJ spin.
Singh.
What's his name?
VJ Singh.
All right. The guy that dropped out?
Right.
Yeah. He'd be out there carrying her clubs. But the fact that it's just kind of a plain chick, nobody really seems to care. And nobody really wants to come out. They had a sports guy on Channel 8 today at noon. Mm-hmm. Nobody really wants to come out and say, she's going to get her ass beat.
Well,
because it looks cruel
to
say that. But that's what's going to happen.
They want to let it play out. It's great for the Colonial.
It's great for the Colonial. It's great for this chick. She's getting notoriety she probably never would have gotten on the LPGA or whatever those letters are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she'll get all kind of endorsements. I'm sure, her financial career will take off, or the financial side of her golf career will take off. And then after this, she'll just fade back into LPGA obscurity.
Most likely. But she'll do real well there, but nobody, it's like women's basketball. Who the hell knows? Who knows who the stars are? Nobody watches.
The only reason people watch women's tennis is just because of the short skirts, the camel toe, sweaty bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Kournikova, I don't think she's ever won anything.
No,
she really can't play tennis that well, but she's just a hot little monkey running around on the tennis court, and people will watch that.
Sad, but you're right.
Firm little body.
Mm-hmm.
She could crush Brazil nuts with that butt. And toes.
Great. Mm-mm.
Hold on. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, I think that the reason that a lot of people are upset about her playing, Annika, is because she can whip some ass.
Mm-hmm.
Colonial is the course for her.
She can whip women's ass.
She can whip some people's ass.
We'll see how she plays against big people.
Both in golf and physically.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. She's built.
I think I heard that the Colonial is a not quite as long of a course. So
yeah, and it's her course. It's a perfect course.
Cut number 4 is about the course and her opinion on the course. If you want.
So you think she's going to make the cut?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are scared about it.
I don't think they are. If she does, if she does, then everybody looks cool for letting her come in and giving her the shot. If she doesn't, then we were all right. Well, and she has absolutely nothing to lose in this whatsoever. She's risking nothing.
Exactly.
And gaining everything.
And I mean, the best player in the world, Tiger Woods, has come to say, yeah, I think she's going to do real good.
Well, what do you expect Tiger to say?
Well, I mean, you look at VJ, how many, he's been blasted a couple of times because he's lied and cheated during golf tournaments.
How does he cheat?
He's cheated on scorecards before. Before he won the Masters, that was a big, huge deal. He got disqualified from a couple of tournaments.
I didn't think you did your own scorecard.
Well, you have to get somebody to check it, but if you say, oh, yeah, that's right, that's me, I did that.
Well, I just turn in like a card with 4 on it. Yeah, I shot 18 holes, 4 strokes.
Hell of a skip.
Yeah.
Well, now there are people who do that, too.
I would. Nobody's checking. What do I care? I win every tournament.
I just thought in tournaments there was an official score at each hole.
I'm sure there's something. They don't just trust some guy to run around.
That's one.
Yeah. I only swung once and it went right in. One on that, and I'll be going, is my new Buick here? Thanks, Elizabeth. And I certainly wouldn't be talking about golf if this chick and this whole crap wasn't going on. Golf.
I know.
I honest to God, I don't know how McNeil fills a golf show every Saturday morning. And I think it's on for more than 15 minutes, isn't it?
It is. It's an hour or 2 at least.
Is it 2 hours?
Wow.
O'Malley just held up fingers. What are they? It is not.
It is 2 hours, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Saturday mornings.
And what do they talk about?
I don't know. I'm usually asleep.
Oh.
But usually it's a lot of news.
Golf news?
Yes.
Oh. So not actually about the game itself, just...
Well, it's both. I know a lot of what they do is local courses around here, and they talk about what are the good courses in DFW.
I know why they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They get to play for free.
It's very much like a fishing show that stays on for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
Let's face it, the lake hasn't changed in 20 years. Bass haven't changed in 20 years. What changes? The sponsors. That's the thing that keeps them going.
Yeah, how many times can you yank the same fish up out of the water?
Every week. For 20 years, there have been the same fishing shows on.
Hey, look at this. There's a speckled snout dog carp that I've just caught with my new Ronco...
That's exactly it.
Zipco reel.
Right.
My extra thick fishing line from the fishing line company.
Yeah, it's reels and rods and line and the new lure, the newest lure of the week, and the boat and the motor and the trailer and the hat.
Good. Yes, Greg?
Yeah, hey, Russ. While Annika may not be a really hot chick, she is the hottest chick in the LPGA because the others are all dogs. They're all dogs.
Are they really?
Come on, you never watched on a Sunday afternoon?
No.
Flipping the channel?
No.
Ugh. It's like somebody's Nemo out there hitting the balls.
See, if they got some hot chicks out there, maybe the LPGA, is that the right letters? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If they got some hot chicks out there, little short skirts, maybe more people would watch.
Well, they need to teach Anna Kournikova a new sport. Maybe she could win at golf.
Can't do any worse. Thank you, Greg. Go ahead.
Okay, the Dixie Chicks have been added to the performance lineup for tomorrow night's ACM Awards in Vegas. They won't actually be at the awards, but will perform live via satellite from their concert stop in their hometown. They are in Texas tomorrow night in Austin.
All right. You want to hear how you started the sentence earlier with the van story?
Not really, but go ahead. You're going to do it anyway.
You said you didn't slur it. Are you ready? I haven't heard it. Eddie just brought me the audio.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
A little van recently.
What was that?
That was the van.
Oh, well, van.
Why don't you quit listening while I read?
Why do you think I zone out sometimes? I check email. I talk to Eddie. We pass notes back and forth.
No, you do.
How many times have I emailed you a story and you go, I read that yesterday?
Yeah.
It's because I don't pay attention.
I know you don't. Now we're going to hear this all day, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Listen.
I hear it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. A little of a van. Jesus, here we go. This will be all day. Most of next week. A little of a van. Entertainers, actors, and musicians mainly love to talk about how they're going to just walk away from it all before their time is up. But aside from the unannounced disappearance of Joe Pesci, was it? What's his name?
Pesci.
That's him. Who hasn't worked in 5 years. Didn't bother to tell anybody he was retiring. Most folks don't believe it. Thus, do not believe Nicole Kidman's comments made yesterday at Cannes Film Festival about how she will quit acting when she falls in love again. Her quote was, I probably won't do this for the rest of my life. There are other things that interest me. I think probably when I fall in love, that's when I'll stop doing as much because I want to settle down again.
Have movie roles dried up for her? Didn't she just have this big movie last year?
Yeah.
Normally, that's when you start running your mouth. I'm going to retire. It's another radio stunt.
I never thought of it that way.
I'm going to retire. As soon as my contract's up, I'm getting the hell out.
And it makes everybody go, we better get her before she quits.
Tom Likas was the last one I remember doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to re-sign my contract.
Man.
Thursday's the day. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Thursday. And I'm not bagging on Likas. I like him. One of the only shows on this station that I like. I'm sure I'll enjoy the
new one.
What's her name?
Liz Wilde.
I'm sure I'll enjoy the Liz Wilde show. I'll make it a point to listen tonight.
Okay.
But yeah, wasn't that funny? Likas re-signed his contract. I believe it was on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's when the ratings start every week.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. She going anywhere? Yes, Joe?
Hey, Russ, I just wanted to follow up. You guys were talking about that Anika, whatever Stornham name is.
Yes.
You know, Tiger Woods used to talk really bad about girl golfers until, they share the same agent. And all of a sudden, money...
Oh, that's right. I heard about that today, that Tiger and this Anna or whatever, Ananka, what is her name?
Sorensen?
We don't really care. That they both have the same agent, so that could be why he's not bagging on her.
It's amazing how he changes his tune as soon as there's money involved and the agents get involved and say, no, wait, you got to temper it. We're going to make some money off of this.
What did he used to say about chick golfers?
He didn't feel like they should be playing the PGA, that they had the LPGA, and the LPGA doesn't allow men to play there, and the PGA has never really said women can't play the PGA. They've just never invited any. And it's come up in the past where he's sort of discounted it as they could never compete at the same level. He's never really, I guess he's never been really direct about saying they shouldn't play the PGA.
Okay, so in the LPGA, did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that, they specifically say men can't play. But in the PGA, it doesn't say either way.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. But like I said, this all comes down to agents and dollars, right?
Mm.
And so as soon as his agent starts promoting her for the PGA,
right?
They tell him to tone it down a little bit, hush-hush. We don't want to cause any more problems here. We've already got enough problems.
Yeah, what better person to endorse her than the top golfer in the country right now, right?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Who happens to share the same promoter.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Sure.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
I forgot cut number 4, if you want to hear any more from her.
Yes.
Was about playing the Colonial as a course.
Okay.
Well, I didn't play the golf course yesterday, but I was here earlier in March, and I thought it was an excellent choice of mine. This is a very tricky golf course. Don't take me wrong.
What is she going to say? It's a dump?
Exactly.
But it's a golf course where strength and distance is not as important as all the other tournaments that the guys play. This is more of a what I call, well, you need to have good course management. There's a lot of dog legs where I'm sure some of the guys will hit irons off the tee. So it's more placement than just hitting a long drive down the first hole.
What does that mean, iron off the tee?
That's instead of a driver, they don't have to go as far. Her point was the same point that lady was making on the phone a while ago, which is it's a good course for her to do that because you don't really have to go as far. It's more strategical.
All right. Less physically demanding, more strategic, and technique.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's a fascinating story. I can't wait to see how it plays out. How long before they know if she's going to make the cut or not?
It'll peter out, actually. That I don't know either.
All right.
Cut number 2. See, I got one more.
All right, go ahead.
Season finale of Frasier airs tonight on NBC. The last one. Cut number 2, David Hyde Pierce was asked if he feels bittersweet about next year possibly being the last for Frasier.
It's not really bittersweet. It's horrifying. When they told me, I was expecting it, and I think it's a good idea to go out on a high, and I went to my office and cried. Because it's the character, it's these people. I mean, this has been my family for 10 years now.
And he knows he'll never work again. Most guys in sitcoms, in spin-off thing.
Is he doing a spin-off?
Doesn't normally work. No, but next year will probably be the last year for Frasier, and once you've been in a major hit like that, it's tough to be recast as anything else. Kind of like the Professor in Gilligan's Island and that type of thing.
Like all the people in Friends.
And MASH.
Who don't have movie careers like Jennifer Aniston.
Right.
Courtney Cox.
Yeah. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Is this whole day going to be like this?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Can't wait.
Well, don't take out the fact that your kid busted his foot on me.
I'm not. You're just on me today.
I'm not on you. You're you today.
So? I've been me here for 3 years. It ain't going to change. A little van.
Not even close.
I was trying to say there was a van.
I know what you were trying to say. That and what you actually did.
Yes.
Not the same.
I understand.
Go ahead.
There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
You do illegal? All right. Then let's do traffic, because I'm sure Gail's got a bunch of stuff today. What you got, Gail?
A big mess in Denton this afternoon, and good afternoon, everybody. In spite of the big mess, this is brought to you by Car Toys, LA Weight Loss, and Dodge. In Denton on southbound I-35 before the 35E and W split, there's an accident that has the freeway shut down. It's been blocked for quite a while. 3 semis and a car involved in this. A big, huge diesel spill, and they're diverting traffic at University. They've called out the hazmat team, so it's going to be blocked for quite a while longer. In Garland at Lake Ray Hubbard, eastbound I-30 at Dalrock Road, there's a collision, and that would be the heavy side of travel. And in Fort Worth on eastbound I-20 before McCart, there's a stalled car blocking the left lane of travel. And this also brought to you by Colorado Tourism, the Colorado Romantic Adventure. 2 people, endless possibilities. Plan yours today at Colorado.com or call 1-800-COLORADO for a free vacation guide. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
Thank you, Gail. We have more rain. We have 54 for the overnight low tonight, so rainy and cold. Scattered storms, isolated storms tomorrow should be the mid-70s for the high. We have, let me look here, 68 degrees currently, Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
Mm-hmm. When's the Colonial going on Saturday? I can't go Saturday. I forget. Never mind.
Why?
I was thinking about just driving out there and looking around. Is it any different, really, than the Byron Nelson?
There's not a party tent. You can drink on the course.
Right.
So people are more spread out. There's not an area of condensed people.
I think I'd probably like that better. I don't like the clumped up people.
Yeah.
But never mind, because if I get the surgery done Friday night after the show, then I'm sure I'm not going to want to go anywhere Saturday.
So that's a for sure deal? So you're going?
I don't know. I have to go tonight, and Dr. Tylock's going to look at my eyes.
Excellent.
Then if I decide to do it, how long does it take for the scabs to heal up?
There's no scabs. No scabs. You can. They don't recommend you driving yourself home only because you probably Valium, but you could see you drive yourself home otherwise.
If I didn't take the Valium?
Mm-hmm.
No scabs?
Nothing.
Name and Lou?
No pain, no discomfort.
I bet I don't do it.
I bet you don't either. I'd be surprised if you make the examination tonight.
I'll go tonight. What do they do on the exam, Eddie?
Basically, that's the longest part of the whole procedure. They just walk you through, test your eyes. They give you probably the best eye exam you'll ever have. And then they just map it and check it out, make sure of what's in there before they start doing anything. This is when they decide whether they can actually fix you or not fix you. If they can't do it, they're not going to go ahead and say, we'll do it and just see how it turns out. They'll just
No, Dr. Tylock at his house on Saturday gave me, he said, there are a couple things that we'll have to check you for. He said, I can't tell you because I don't have the equipment here. But he said something about maybe needing eyeglasses down the road, reading glasses.
That's something that they have to tell everybody because as you get older, the muscles in your eyes relax.
Yeah.
And so anybody, even if you wear glasses now, what it just means is in the future you'll be wearing bifocals. Because if you're already nearsighted, then when you get older, that'll go. So you'll have to start wearing bifocals to be able to see close and far away. That's everybody, and that just comes with age.
But I can see fine up close.
That's just it. I mean, it's not going to affect that. It has no effect on me whatsoever. Anything that I could do beforehand, I could still do. The difference I have now is I can see at a distance. I mean, I used to look at trees driving down the road, and it was just, you could see that they were green, but I could not see individual leaves, and now I can.
Got it. I bet I don't go.
I bet you don't either.
What does Gail want?
She wanted you to check out Oprah.
Oh, is that all she wanted?
Yeah.
Oh. Thought maybe she heard, when she was on hold.
Right.
And I was telling you.
Oh, that, yes.
Thought maybe she somehow heard what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. What were you talking about? It's too late now. I was trying to get you to look at Oprah real quick because there was one of those little miniature horses that's a seeing eye horse. And you just said that you wanted a pony.
Yeah, I do want a pony.
I thought it might tie in, but evidently she's doing clips of odd things, so never mind. What'd you say?
You don't want to know. It in essence is a compliment, but you don't want to. Just talking about, your body and how firm it was and everything back in the 80s when you were working out all the time, little bippy shirts and just things about your bottom.
Okay.
I'd let it go if I were you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to get you to see that little seeing eye.
I see Oprah right now. She got some kid in her lap.
The kid's doing the speech that I have a dream speech.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
All right.
Oh, well. Bye.
All right. KLLI foot. Mm-hmm. I panicked for a half a second because Dan types her name up on the computer screen and went, there is no way she heard what I said during that break. Because she was on hold and we were playing spots.
Mm-hmm.
That ass was firm.
I can imagine. Never did see those pictures.
She had a couple of really nice Polaroids. Her leaning up against some kind of car, naked. God, what an ass. Ass that firm?
Mm-hmm.
You know damn well it's got to come out like spaghetti.
All right. No. Stop. Quit. No. Got it.
Look at O'Malley.
Got it.
He was right in the middle of his Dr. Pepper. It's got to.
I can imagine.
There's no way it could come out big.
I understand. Stop.
I wonder if women ever drop vlogs.
I'm sure they do.
But even ones with tight tookers?
Yes.
That's got to come out like spaghetti.
No.
It's got to.
That expands, just like the front one does.
Oh. It's a tight ass, though. Spaghetti.
I understand. Used to see it in tights. She used to come to the staff meetings in her little workout
And you know damn well she knew that she was driving everybody nuts.
Sure.
Dressing like that. Because she'd wear the little half cut off shirts, belly out, nice tight bottom.
Tights. I just came from working out.
Great big, long, flowing, curly, blonde hair. Mm-hmm. Pert little breasts.
Mm-hmm.
Sketty.
Please. Please.
It'd have to be.
I know.
But the tuck is that tight?
Yeah.
No way anything else can come out.
No.
Sketty. I believe I used to hear her say that in the radio station. She'd get up to leave.
Yeah.
Where you going? Make Sketty.
Well, we know that women do drop logs occasionally because we had somebody at one radio station, female, drop
that grenade?
Clog up the toilet for
my God.
the weekend.
We're still not sure exactly who it was.
We're pretty sure.
Jim Thomas, who was working at the radio station at the time, and I'm just saying this is based on rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but Jim Thomas swears it was Nancy J.
Yeah.
Because he would go to the bathroom a lot because he would drink coffee. This was during the morning show.
Sure.
He went in there, came out. This is all according to Jim Thomas. I have nothing to do with this. So she went in, came out. Then he had to go back in there to whiz again. And he said, there's this grenade in the toilet. And I mean, it was so huge, we left it in there over the weekend just so other people could see it. It was monstrous. And it wasn't really long. It was just thick.
Yeah.
I could still see it.
I can remember it. It was a monument. It was beautiful.
And then after a while, we went, we got to get this down the toilet. Because you couldn't flush it right. So then we went in with a coat hanger after it. And that took a while.
Yep. Jesus.
And we left a coat hanger in there. Put a note on top of it. Don't put this in your mouth.
All right. Yes. Those were the days.
She had to need stitches. If it was her. I don't know if it was her or not.
We have no idea. It had to hurt.
Yeah, you think you would have heard the screams.
Women have a high tolerance for pain. That's why they have babies.
And they deserve it.
Yes.
Yes, Andy?
Hey, man, I'm kind of embarrassed about this, but this morning after my girlfriend went to work, I decided to use one of our toys on myself. And
hang on.
Uh-huh.
What kind of toy?
It's this thing she bought at a naughty girl party called the sleeve. You wrap it around a vibrator, and so I just kind of wrapped it around myself, and you know the rest. But
I don't think I understand. How would a chick use something that you wrap? What is it again?
Kind of like a French tickler.
Okay.
Gives it bumps. You wrap it around a vibrator.
All right.
But instead, I wrapped it around myself, and she returned home and caught me right in the middle of things in her bed.
Ooh.
And she kind of laughed at me and told me to at least lock the door next time, but she asked me how many times I'd done it. I told her it was my first time.
Yeah, you always tell them that. I swear to God, this is the first time. It's never happened before. I don't know how that 16-year-old got in my bed.
But, well, I mean, it had really been like 4 times, but, I mean, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what she thinks. I don't know if I should just kind of run now.
I can't even visualize what it looks like. Do you know what he's talking about?
Sort of. What's it called? Does it have a name, Brian?
Yeah, I think it's called the sleeve.
Hold on a second. Snowman.
Talk to me, Bandit.
Call Bruce over at the Wackeria and see if they got, hold on. Is that actually what it's called, the sleeve?
Yeah, I believe
All right. So. See if he has a sleeve.
10-4.
If they do, send it over with katana.
Will do.
Thank you.
But it worked great, but I got caught right in the middle of it, and I mean, I've never had anything like that happen to me before, so.
I don't know what to tell you. So.
Okay, well, I was just wondering what you thought about the whole thing.
She's right. Next time, lock the door.
Next time, lock the door?
Yeah.
All right.
Even when I'm by myself at home, and I know front door, back door's locked, and the alarm's on, if I'm doing business in front of the computer,
why?
I like, just in case.
It's not like you're not going to hear people coming from...
Make any difference. Even the door's locked.
I don't do that, but...
Ever since I was a kid.
I walk around the house naked anyway, which you probably don't, do you?
No, that's disgusting.
It's not disgusting. Why is it disgusting to walk around your own house naked?
Why are you walking around naked?
Because it's naked. Naked time is very important. Don't like clothes. Just walk around naked.
Why is it the people that shouldn't walk around naked do?
Shut up. What do you mean I shouldn't walk around naked? It's my house. I can walk around anywhere I want to. It's very freeing. Why do you want to wear clothes all the time?
I like clothes. Yeah. I like the comfort and security that clothes provide. I like to keep my marbles up close to my body where they belong. They don't need to be dangling in the breeze because God knows what's going to come down and swoop on them.
Nothing's going to swoop on them in your house.
You don't know. And what if I slip and fall in the house?
So? Do you wear a cup or something? If you slip and fall, you're going to hurt yourself either way.
Yeah, but if they're already close to your body, there's least a letter, nothing's going to happen.
I understand.
You really walk around naked?
Yes.
All the time?
Anytime I don't have people over.
No underwear or nothing?
No. Why would I do that? Why would I put on underwear in my own house to walk around?
Why do you wear underwear in your pants?
Because that's a liner between you and your clothes.
So?
So? I don't need that in my house.
Why do you need a liner between you and your clothes? Because you dribble, isn't it?
I don't know.
You do dribble.
Do you wear underwear? Then
yes.
You not dribble.
No.
Well, then what?
I wear underwear all the time.
Okay. I don't wear it when I walk around the house naked. Do you wear it in the shower? I don't. I don't wear it. I don't like it.
I don't need underwear in the shower.
I like nudity. It's very freeing. Don't turn around and ask Eddie. He's got 87 people living in his house. He ain't been naked since 82.
You're into the weirdest crap.
That nudity is not weird. It's just, it's free. Not to have to worry about putting on clothes to sleep. I couldn't sleep in pajamas if I had to. It's very uncomfortable.
It's not uncomfortable. It's relaxing.
It is to me.
It's all the weird crap that you're into.
Nudity's not weird.
It is weird. You like to run around outside naked. That's not right.
It is right.
It is not.
It's totally right.
If it was right, animals wouldn't have fur.
No, that's for warmth and protection. I don't do it in the winter when I freeze. Do it in the summer. It's very freeing.
I understand. I have that now.
Born naked.
Yes, Gene?
Yeah, I was wondering what is JD's native language? Apparently it isn't English.
I don't know. Leave him alone. The caller has a point. Go ahead, caller.
A point.
Yes, he does. Continue, caller.
The local community college offers English as a second language.
All right, you're an idiot.
Told you.
You ever think about going to a speech class?
No.
Why?
Why should I?
Give me a clip.
I speak just fine, thank you. A little bit of Savannah. Everybody slurs from time to time.
You do it all the time.
You did it in the middle of a commercial.
No, I didn't slur. I said it backwards. I said half the freshmen is twice the price.
Everybody slurs. Everybody makes mistakes.
That wasn't a slur. That was just an F-up.
What? Tom Brokaw. For God's sake, he's a network news guy. He's a network news guy.
You don't want to point to Tom Brokaw for anything.
He's done something right.
And I wish to God I knew what it was.
Yeah,
every time that I've seen him on, which isn't often because we're working, but when the last war, that's when he was on the line. I can't even listen to him because it's too distracting listening to him slur his words. I think it's the R's. Tom Bro. Maybe Tom Brokaw with NBC Nightly News.
She comes out she. NBC Nightly News.
Tom Brokaw, NBC Nightly News. This problem with N's, C, Tom Brokaw, and everything else in between.
So, hard letters, K's, Brokaw. No.
I'm Tom Brokaw.
Okay.
NBC Nightly News. If they didn't have the graphic up, I wouldn't know what he just said. Why don't you buy this couch for me that you dribbled on?
I'm not buying anything from you. I have to clean it, and it's not dirty anyway.
You slept in it naked.
I don't dribble.
You were in it naked. Not only is that nasty, that's rude.
It's not rude.
It is. You sleep on other people's furniture. You wear clothes. Do you wear underwear between you and your pants?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's the thing to do. I was told to by my mother. I don't know. Maybe I'll quit.
obviously it's because you don't want to get stuff on your pants. But you go and sleep naked on my leather couch. That makes me sick every time I sit on that couch. I've even flipped the cushions over.
Okay. I'll have a professional clean them. They're not dirty, but I'll have a professional clean them. They'll make you feel better.
I don't know how you clean leather after it's been stained.
It's not stained. There's nothing on it.
I don't understand this on 7. Yeah, Michelle?
Yeah, I have a comment about this whole walking around your house naked thing. Yeah, I've got to agree. Keep something between your naked booty and that couch, because I know people that are that may come over. They're not going to want to sit there. You could have some crusty dingleberries or something that's going to rub off.
She's right.
I don't really care if she's right.
I do.
It's the silliest comment I've ever heard.
It is not. She's got a good point. She said it in a stupid
fashion. If I sit on my couch, then don't come into my house. If you know I walk around naked.
We're talking about my couch now. When you slept on it naked, I don't know if there's anything between your ass.
No. I'm very clean.
I don't know that.
Well, I'm telling you. I'm clean.
Brand new leather couch, and I get up the next morning and you're sleeping naked on it. Naked.
You only knew it because you walked into the kitchen and caught me.
What are you doing walking around my house naked in the middle of the night?
I thought you were asleep.
My house, you don't walk around naked.
It was 20 feet. I thought you were sleeping. I didn't think I'd put my underwear on to go 20 feet and get a sip of water at 3:30 or whatever it was in the morning.
And your butt hangs weird.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
I have a great butt.
You do not.
I have a perfect butt.
I saw it at night. Lit by the refrigerator.
No, it's perfect. You have a picture of it somewhere. You put it on my website at one point.
I don't know what you're... No.
Yes, you did. When you first bought me my website, JohnDavidRyan.com, the first thing you put up was my ass. Picture that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. In Mexico. Right. I got it. Well, something happened in between Mexico and now. It comes straight out and then it droops. I don't even know how you do that. Most asses droop right at the body. Yours comes out and then droops.
Great ass. Perfect.
I don't even know how to describe it.
It's perfect.
It comes out and droops.
Droops.
You get hippo ass?
You get the visual, though? Comes out like a normal butt, and then it droops.
So it's not like up against the legs?
No.
Yes, it is. Perfect. I'll wear jeans tomorrow. You'll see.
I'd rather you didn't.
Okay.
Can we break? Thank you. It's gross.
Here, look.
No!
Let the dogs out! Let the dogs out! We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Why you can't be born with clothes on?
It's not against God.
It is.
With it.
Walking around your house is a sin against God. Walking around your house naked is.
It's not.
It is.
Again, I'll say it. You were born that way.
Why did Adam and Eve cover up? Because they realized that you're not supposed to walk around naked, and they covered. And I might point out that I know what you're going to...
after they sinned. They used to walk around naked all the time and eat from the trees.
I know that, but my point is, they realized they weren't supposed to, and they covered themselves.
After they sinned, they felt bad.
That didn't make any difference. Yeah. They still knew it was wrong. At that point, they knew the difference between right and wrong. You don't walk around naked.
Yes, you do.
You don't. It's a sin.
It's whatever. It's not.
It's from that.
It's wonderful.
Part of the Bible is that from? What? Phil Collins. What? Genesis.
No, far from the sin. It's wonderful.
In the Bible. I can't help you on that.
Okay.
I saw Alexa Conamos this morning. I've decided her hips are too big for me.
Oh, I see. They look pretty slender, actually, but...
Not for me. Way too big. She's a hippie chick.
Wouldn't have nothing to do with her, would you?
Nope.
After she told you she wouldn't come on with you or talk to you or see you in person.
Something about that made her hips get bigger.
Yes.
I did see Janet St. James. She did a story on DFW airport and that construction going on out there.
I saw that.
And all the access to the airport and how they're not checking badges. That's some scary stuff. There was even a part of the story. Hold on. Brainiac.
Yes.
Is Janet St. James still talking to us?
I think so.
Call her. See if you can find her.
10-4.
There was audio of air traffic controller where the plane called in and went, hey, I gotta abort this takeoff. There's a truck on the runway.
They're supposed to have escorts, but apparently a couple times that has happened.
It sounds like they're just running amok out there.
It's not that bad.
They had video, and there's access to the runways.
It's true. They have to go across the runways.
And the security guy that they saw out there, he was asleep.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty serious.
Right. So it just makes me wonder now that we've bumped up to being
orange,
level orange now, what they're going to do. And even if they stuck up a fence, if there was some kind of terrorist action out there, is a chain link fence really going to stop somebody, nut in a pickup truck?
You can certainly get in access to the airport property pretty quick. If you wanted to bad enough, it's under constant video surveillance.
She drove out there. They drove out there just in a regular vehicle, videotaping.
Onto the runway?
No, I don't think so. Is that her? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
This is not Janet St. James.
Oh, hold on. Janet.
This is Janet St. James. Mr. Martin?
Yes. You mad at us?
Well, I don't know. Should I be mad at you for hanging up on me last time?
I think I was done talking.
And that's what's important, isn't it?
Yes. So what was the story? How far did you guys get out onto the airport property?
Well, we would never dream of trespassing someplace. That would be illegal, and that would be a federal offense to trespass onto airport property. So we shot all of our video from public places, public streets, places where there were no signs saying do not trespass. There was no warning. So this was all public property. And from the stand-up, I mean, you can tell we were probably, 100 yards away from a jumbo jet.
Yeah. They were damn close.
That's pretty close.
Was there a fence between you and the jet?
There was a fence.
Wow. What kind of fence?
A chain link fence.
Well, certainly would stop terrorists.
No,
yes, it would. Terrorists are scared to death of chain link fences.
Clearly, there's chain link fences around every airport in the country, though. There's a visitors area where you get an observation area. Planes are, as she said, 100 yards away. They taxi right by there.
That's correct. And, there's been all sorts of studies and guesses by terrorist experts saying that they could use one of those shoulder-held rocket launchers to fire on a plane. So terrorists can always figure out some way to
but there's no reason
whatever it is that they want to get to.
There's no reason to make it easier.
Correct. And that's what our security expert said when he saw our video and went out there and checked out some of the things that we pointed out, and that he said that there was not enough to deter somebody from perhaps wanting to run amok at the airport.
No, if the video you showed was accurate, and I was thinking about doing something freaky, that'd be the first area I'd head to, and especially since security is asleep.
Well, I didn't see that part, but every airport in the country is surrounded by chain link fences and signs. I mean, that's not DFW, but now a sleeping security guard at an access gate for construction equipment, that's very serious.
Is that right, Janet?
The one security guard that we did see at an open gate was napping behind the wheel. Now, we saw plenty of other gates to what's called supply depots where construction vehicles can go in and load up equipment and get out that had no security guards whatsoever. They were just wide open.
And you know how they indicate which vehicles can go out to the runway? They just put a checkered flag on it.
Don't they normally have an escort vehicle, though? By the time you go to an active taxiway or runway, you're supposed to have an escort vehicle that's in touch with the air traffic control tower.
That is correct. You are supposed to do that.
And they do not? You're saying dump trucks are just driving across an active runway?
She said some of the dump trucks aren't even marked.
Many of we saw dozens of trucks out there that were not marked with any Department of Transportation numbers, without their company logos, without anything, no marking whatsoever.
Even a hazardous.
We saw several vehicles that were marked for hazardous materials or flammable liquids,
but had no company name on it.
No marking on them at all.
So what did when you went to this at DFW? I forget. What did they tell you in return?
We tried to get DFW to go on camera with us for about 3 days. We tried, and they declined to do an on-camera interview with us, and they ended up giving us a 3-sentence statement just saying that there had been no problems at the airport in the past and that their record stood on its own.
Their record speaks for itself.
Yes.
You know what? That's just like a drunk driver making it home every night going, I'm a safe driver. Look at me. You've been fortunate nothing's happened. And who was the guy that gave a quote that said, you know what, DFW isn't really a target anyway?
That was Congressman Joe Barton.
Yeah. Wouldn't, as far as national security goes, every airport would be considered a target?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that people around the world have said that airports are major targets. I mean, just a few weeks ago, there was that bombing or they did the shoulder launcher, I think it was Nairobi, at an airport in Nairobi, I think that was.
If you got one of those, you can do that anywhere.
Yeah, probably everywhere. But I mean, obviously.
But if you don't have one of those, all you need is a pickup full of a bunch of junk, of explosives or whatever.
Not that easy. It's not that easy. They
Did you see the whole story?
I did not, but I know they can't be on an active runway without being in touch with the control tower.
Obviously, the hell you can. They had audio of 3 trucks that drove into a runway.
Do you know that there was nobody in that truck with a VHF radio?
Air traffic controller didn't know anything about it.
Air traffic control didn't know anything about that, and air traffic control and some others, once they did learn, had tried to get in touch with the trucks on the runway and could not do so. That case was definitely a problem all the way around.
Very serious.
I mean, I think the idea for this, too, is that you want to have, even according to our expert last night, you want to have like a burglar control. You know, you have signs up, you have things that deter people from at least trying it. In this case, there's some question whether there's an adequate deterrent system.
And you know what the air traffic controller's response was when the plane said, hey, there's trucks on the runway?
What did he say?
Really? Wow. That's almost verbatim. And then he went, good catch.
I think he said, holy smokes. Holy smokes.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. When you have trucks on the runway.
She's brought this to their attention, and now they'll do something about it.
Did they say they're going to do anything, Jan?
I have not been in touch with the DFW airport today. They have not been in touch with me either.
Well, they're busy bumping things up to Orange. Yeah, so it's probably a busy day out there. They're closing fences.
I mean, it was certainly enough to this has been happening out at the airport for months and months. We've known about this for about 8 months.
She said they found some of the gates that were locked open.
There's no doubt. I mean, there's a airfield drive over off of one of the runways. I could put my pickup truck through that with no trouble. It's just a chain in a lock. You know.
Right, and if you want to drive through one of those fences, there's nothing that's going to stop you if you're a terrorist, probably. But the idea is to make sure that some of those openings, those gaps that they have open, that they at least do something to deter them, to make them think, well, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
I just can't believe, was it Barton that made the quote?
Where he said it wasn't a strategic location yet.
As I'm watching that, I went, no, he didn't. Wow. How the hell could you say that when you had two planes crash into the World Trade Center, one into a field and another one into the Pentagon, where you go, any airport wouldn't be considered a threat. Yep.
And interestingly, he sponsored $3.8 million worth of legislation to get more money out there to beef up the perimeter security. And he, in fact, has called several meetings with DFW executives to bring these matters to their attention. So for him to say that was somewhat surprising to us as well.
I told you, things would just, even as horrific as 9/11 was, we'd get away from it. People would go back to their normal lives. Well, as far as things like this go, going up to level orange, that means nothing to anybody.
That's true. That is true. No, people don't even know what that means. Most people.
Heightened sense of security.
How did it affect your day? Did it?
We went to Orange.
Okay.
All I know is I got an email. Hey, we're at Orange now. Great. I'll change my shoes.
Well, DFW does have a problem right now. A, they're one of the busiest in the world.
Right.
B, they got all that construction going on. You're right. There's a lot of people that normally aren't roaming the airport.
All these guys working out there are supposed to have some type of clearance security badge.
Of course.
And go through, a check-in, and they had video of them just being loaded up into a school bus and hauled in there. No badges.
Wow.
And we wonder how this stuff happens. We make it easy. What are you working on next? When are you coming up here?
Well, I was going to come up today, but after you hung up on me the other day, I thought, well, forget it.
Oh, really?
I was very upset. I lost sleep over it.
Why?
Because being hung up on is a very traumatic event for a lot of people.
Well, what was being said when I had to go?
I think, I don't want to bring this up, but...
Maybe you dropped the call. Were you on a cell phone?
No.
You don't know?
I know exactly what happened.
What happened?
You said that I was only using you...
You are.
...to promote my story.
That's all you're doing. There's no reason...
Well, my counter that I was about to do before you said that you were sick of it and you hung up on me was that you are using me to talk about Alexa.
I'm done with Alexa.
I'm done with Alexa, too.
Are you really?
I'm not going to talk about her again.
Oh.
It's between you and her.
She got big hips, doesn't she?
No, she doesn't. But I'm not saying anything else.
Yeah. Would you want to swap hips with her?
I'm perfectly happy with my own self.
I saw you doing the stand-up. You look fine. You need to come up.
I looked a little windblown, didn't I?
You look great. I love that look on you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to go.
Thank you for not hanging up on me. That makes me feel much better.
Russ Martin.
Damn it.
What? I saw you reaching for the button. I couldn't believe you were going to do that.
I let her finish. She got to plug her story.
Yes, she did.
I don't understand line 5. What are they talking about? How are we doing, Eddie?
Tony's asking, is she just doing this just for the shock of the story, or is she planning on doing something to fix it?
Well, I think by doing the story, what do they want them to do? Do the story?
She can't do anything to fix it.
What do you want them to do, Tony?
Well, I mean, she said that they've known about this for 8 months, so why didn't she just contact, airport officials if she's really concerned that much about safety?
She has. She's tried to talk to them. That was in the story.
Well, as opposed to, 8 months ago they tried to have this taken care of, and now, they just go ahead and put out a story. And
I believe this story was also done 8 months ago. This has been one of her things that she's been following.
Well, I was not exactly aware of that. I guess I'll shut my mouth.
Okay, good for you. Good point. I was watching the story with my mouth open.
That is frightening. They got radio communication between the air traffic controllers, and they don't know what's on the runway. That's scary.
Now, I don't believe the plane was getting ready to take off. I don't think it was actually up to speed. I believe they said they were taxiing, so the plane wasn't going whatever speed they normally go. But just the fact that he said, I have to abort this because you got trucks on the runway, and then the ATC comes on and goes, holy smokes, good catch.
That's very bad.
Yeah. And like I said, the other thing, the way they identify the trucks that are supposed to be on the runway, checkered flag from the top. Anybody could put one of those on there.
Yeah. Well, if they're letting workers in without checking IDs, that's Jesus. But things will change, I'm sure, now that it hit television.
Obviously it didn't when she did the story before, and then the follow-up last night. And there's a reason they don't want to talk to her. What are you going to say?
They're normally pretty good. Ken Capps out there at DFW used to be in television. He's normally pretty good about coming on TV and talking to people.
And normally when you don't want to talk to somebody, what's the reason?
You know you have a problem.
Yes.
And you haven't fixed it.
We'll let our record speak for itself. That's a good cover. Nice job.
Yet.
Just because nothing's happened doesn't mean that you're doing a great job. It means we've all been very fortunate.
Right.
You say yes, break? All right. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
That didn't make any sense.
What doesn't?
The guy that got knocked over by a jet takeoff.
That's not the point she was making. That's a totally different issue. Point is, he might have security clearance. He might be with the FAA. They go out and work on those lights all the time.
A construction worker at the north end of the runway was knocked down by a takeoff blast from a jetliner Monday.
That's not what she's talking about. She's talking about people that are not on the airport property with correct clearance. He might have had
What is that guy doing out there?
They're working right beside the runway.
All right, so you're telling me there's no peripheral area that's going to be marked off as possibly dangerous?
Probably not.
Well, then that's stupid. That's even stupider what she was talking about.
She's stupid for being right behind a jet right before takeoff.
Okay, where's security that was supposed to say, hey, you know what? You're not supposed to be in that area.
I don't know.
Okay, then that's exactly what she's talking about. Nobody's watching that area.
Don't even know that wasn't a security guard that got knocked over.
It says a construction worker. Well, did you not hear me read the first sentence?
I read the sentence. That doesn't mean that's what happened. And no, you don't know who that person was.
That could be a construction worker.
Like the FAA people go out there and work on those lights, and they're right at the end of the runway all the time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm saying that could be considered a construction worker.
Then why doesn't it happen all the time?
Actually, it does. Stories like that happen all the time.
All right. Why did this one just happen today?
I don't know when that happened.
It happened Monday.
Yeah, those things happen daily. So
it happens every day. How come there isn't a story out every day?
There are.
This is the 30th issue that that this happened at the airport.
There are 400 or 500 encroachments on the airport properties every year. There's several a day.
So why all of a sudden just this story from Star Telegram?
Yeah, they're written up every day. You just don't hear about them every day. The people don't send you the links because we're not talking about it every day.
It was also in the news today.
There's stories every day like that.
But they're not. Obviously, there's not, or it would be in the news every day.
It's not that big of a deal for a guy to get knocked over by a jet blast. It's really not.
Why was it in the news today?
I don't know. It's just not that big of a deal.
I don't know. It's not an answer.
It happens.
Obviously, it doesn't happen all the time, or it wouldn't be an issue.
I'll give you a stack of stories. They happen every single day around the country.
Let me have them.
I don't have them with me.
Well, then you don't know.
I do know. I read reports on the encroachments. There are several hundred encroachments. In fact, the 2020
so why is this an issue?
Story.
Why is this an issue? Then?
Because it's not good when something gets knocked over by jet blast. It doesn't mean it's unusual.
Obviously, it is unusual, or it wouldn't be news. That's like ignoring. That's absurd.
No, it's not that. It happens every day somewhere.
Obviously, it doesn't. You can say whatever you want, but obviously, facts bear me out. It doesn't. Otherwise, it wouldn't be an issue.
Give me 10 minutes. I'll give you the number of encroachments and accidents, incidents.
So why is this reported today? An incident happened at 228 required.
It could have happened in San Diego yesterday. You wouldn't have heard about it because that small blurb in a local paper. That's not going to make CBS Evening News.
It made the local news.
Made the local news.
And it also made the paper.
That's made the paper. Made the local news. It's not.
Right.
They're just looking for interesting things to write and fill columns.
So why wouldn't they cover it every day, every time it happens?
It doesn't have a DFW every day.
Why isn't it also? That's what I'm talking about. This stuff is going on at DFW because nobody's watching that area of the runway. What is it you're not getting?
Those things happen nationwide every day.
I'm talking about DFW.
Okay. You're right. That may happen twice a year, DFW. And it's certainly
because nobody's watching the area.
It happens. So it happened before they had construction. Things happen.
Which means nobody's watching the area. What is it you're not getting?
People. You're right. You're right, but that's not really the issue she was addressing. She was addressing people out there without clearance or people not watching the gates.
And you don't know that this guy wasn't in an area that he wasn't supposed to be in.
You don't know
if you're that close and you get knocked down from a blast enough to be taken to the hospital, you probably shouldn't have been in that area, and there should be somebody watching that area to secure it.
His head hit rebar, which means there was construction equipment and things that close to the airport, that close to the runway.
Which means he was in an area he wasn't supposed to be in. If he was that close to be knocked down by a blast, you shouldn't be in that area.
Why would they put rebar in an area that he shouldn't be in?
I don't know. I haven't seen the area.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They probably put it there so someone could go pick it up and carry it to someplace else.
And they're not sure what he hit. It said metal rods or rebar. They don't know.
If it's metal bars, and they were sitting there waiting for a construction guy to come get it.
First of all, you don't know. You don't know where he was.
I don't know
you just know he was in an area that he wasn't supposed to be because he was knocked down. You're that close and you get knocked down, you probably shouldn't be in that area.
And you're right. Somebody shouldn't have put the rebar there or whatever it was.
I don't know what it is.
Whatever it was. He's not just out wandering.
You don't know what the hell is going on out there. They got trucks driving on the runway.
No. But that's not really her issue. Her issue is people.
Her issue is there are people out there that shouldn't be in areas that they're in. What is it you're not getting?
Undocumented people.
You don't know who this guy was.
That's right. You don't either.
I know he's a construction worker, so they obviously have identified him.
Okay.
But he was obviously in an area he wasn't supposed to be in.
He could be an FAA inspector.
Okay, then it's not a story. If it happens all the time, it's not a story.
It happens twice a year in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Okay, then it is a story.
It becomes a story. You're right. But it's not a big one.
Obviously it is.
You won't see it on CNN.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on CNN.
Well, then it's not a big story. It's local, fill in the local paper.
All right, so it was on the news and it was in the local paper.
I didn't see it on the news. Did you?
I just told you 3 times it was on the news.
I didn't see it on the news.
I want you to get a brain scan tomorrow.
No,
I want you to.
That's not the issue she was bringing up.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What is it you're missing?
Nothing.
What are you typing?
I'm just looking up the thing I told you I'd look up.
What is it?
Airport encroachments.
All right, go ahead. I want DFW.
Well, there's only going to be 100 of those a year. That's everything from baggage
Are
car.
you reading or are you guessing?
No, I'm telling you what an encroachment is.
Are you reading or are you guessing?
No, I'm looking for the numbers while I'm telling you what an airport encroachment incident is when they have to list it with the FAA.
Okay.
Here we go. Grove. Okay, this is slow.
Yes, Emil?
How are you?
Fine.
Good to hear. Had a question for you.
Yes.
Totally different subject. Driving down the road and happen to see a dog taking a grunt on the side of a truck, painted on. Got me thinking, do you clean up after a little Albie? Being a man of your stature, of course.
Let me make sure I understand the question.
Okay.
We're talking about national security and possible areas at DFW could be attacked by terrorists. And you want to know if I pick up my Chihuahua's grunt?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
No.
Who do you have do that?
Nobody. I leave it in the yard.
Fertilizer?
I don't care what happens to it. It can turn white. It can turn into a night show on this station. I don't care. We're talking about terrorists.
That's okay. Well, I actually work for the construction company that works out at the airport as well, so I might be able to shed some light on that as well.
Okay. What kind of security? Yes?
It's a twofer. Now, go ahead. Say again.
What's a twofer?
Well, never mind.
What are you talking about?
It was a really, really bad reference.
I got them coming from different directions. Like being in the war again.
The war?
Yes. We had no protection there either. I got my legs blown off. If it hadn't been for my beaver hunt and my chunky, I'd have never gotten them back. You people are driving me nuts. Yes, Tony?
Hey, boss man, love the show, but you bit off a little bit too much today. JD's right. DFW averages probably 2 incursions a day. And as for the...
Well, hold on, wait a second. Are you reading this? Or are you guessing?
No, I work at airport.
So you have the information in front of you? Don't call up and start guessing crap, because I'll eat your ass out.
No, I don't have it right in front of me.
All right, then you go find it and you call me back and stop wasting my time. That makes me laugh.
Yeah, I know.
Because in real life, I never go up to somebody and talk like that.
I know you wouldn't.
I'd be walking around eating cream-style corn. All I know is I ain't flying nowhere.
Heck, he's flying out like 4th of July, I think.
I bet he don't.
I bet he does.
You gonna fly?
I had serious doubts, and now I really have serious doubts.
See? Weird things are going on. I'm sure their security is as good as anybody around the country. They're just areas that probably need to be looked into.
No doubt.
You got trucks on the runway and guys getting blown over by planes. I don't care how you phrase it. I don't care how you dress it up. It's not a good thing. And wouldn't you notice a jet taking off? Don't they make loud noises?
You absolutely
Wouldn't you look around and go, hey, you know what? Rebar or no, I don't care if I was supposed to pick this up 20 minutes ago. I'm going to wait till that jet's gone.
That makes me wonder the facts of the story, just because it's just hard to believe that happened just like they said. Because, you'd see a jet spooling up and you'd get the hell away from it.
Is that the same guy that just called back? Is it a different guy? Oh. Yes, Dave?
JD is totally right.
No, he's not.
Cool to walk around the house naked.
Oh. All right. I give up.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
All right. 517, Dan O'Malley is here. Eddie Boyd, J.D. Ryan, Trey Trenholm, Gail Lightfoot with traffic. We do news last. Is that the first one or the second one? All right.
Okay, I found it.
What?
Okay. On the FAA side. Runway incursion rate.
Oh, let it go.
Total operations. You asked me to give you numbers.
I'm past this.
2002, 336.
You're worse than Dan Lewis, dragging a bit to death.
2004, 31.
2,431 what?
The year 2000, 431 total runway incursions.
For every airport in the country?
That's the country. So it's about one a day somewhere. Like, that happens just like that or worse.
Obviously, then that's not as many as you said it was. 400 for the entire year for all the airports in the country?
It happens every day. That would be 365 as an average.
Obviously not at DFW.
No, I didn't ever say at DFW. I said nationwide happens every day.
And one a day for all the airports is a big deal. That's a lot of airports.
Yeah.
If it was happening all the time, then it would happen more than once a day. It happened at every airport all the time. Obviously, it doesn't.
Once a day somewhere in this country.
Out of all the different airports.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Well, I'm just saying it can be anything as little as blowing a guy over to a cart going in front of him.
This guy went to the hospital. I'm sure he thinks it's a little bit more than just a little thing.
Anytime it's certainly serious when you're the one involved.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm wondering how he's standing behind a jet that's spooling up and not going, this is a bad place to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Weird things are going on out there.
Yes. Bad as Dan Lewis. What does that mean?
Dan and I got into an argument one time about...
oh, I know. I used to watch Dan do this. You'd call him on something, and he'd spend the next 30 minutes on the computer looking for
it was
verification.
The TV movie Charlie with Cliff Robertson.
Right.
Where he plays this retarded guy, and then he gets smart, and then he goes back to being retarded.
Right.
All right. And Dan's going... That's not what it was called. It was called Roses for Algernon.
Flowers for Algernon.
Whatever.
Yes.
I went, it was not. He goes, yes, it was. He said, that was the name of the book, too. I went, first of all, I ain't never read a book. The last book I read was The Red Badge of Courage, and I cheated on that in junior high.
Yes.
Said it was called Charlie. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. During a break, he's in the other room on the internet digging it up. Finally found out the book was called Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
And the made-for-TV movie was Charlie. But he was going to dig and dig and dig, and finally he had to concede. Got to read a book, Roses for Algernon. And on occasion when he was right, I wouldn't let him back on the air.
Of course.
I always jerked a knot in his ass.
And I spent 30 minutes looking for something. I'm past that. Quit it.
Yeah. Look, I found this. You were wrong. Why don't you just let it go? And I'd argue with him even if I knew it was wrong just to watch him get twisted.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for news?
Yeah.
And did you just see that promo on Channel 8 up here on the TV set?
I didn't. I was looking at the FAA website. What was it?
It's Alexa Economos.
Okay.
She does have big hips.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Slender.
It looks like she's got big cans. You don't get big cans without having big hips. I'm past her.
Okay.
I don't want her on the show. I got nothing to do with her.
All right. Well,
Janet St. Jamesworth is welcome every time. Why does first of all, I don't know what first of all, but second of all, Janet St. James is on all the time. Nobody gives her grief.
No.
Nobody from Channel 8 says anything. Look at all the free radio they get.
They think you're going to hit on Alexis, which you were. And that goes from just talking about DFW Airport to, her breasts and her eyes and her butt. And her
I'm not interested anymore.
Okay.
Big hips.
Okay.
She should at least come on and thank the listeners for making her number one in that D Magazine poll.
That's true.
Because she wasn't going to win it.
That's true.
I mean, she was pretty enough to win. But the way the voting was going, some tard someplace was voting for this monkey chick with the blonde hair.
Saw that. Ooh.
Listeners made her number one. She should at least call up and say thank you.
I think she was told by her uppers, the people above her, she couldn't come on.
Why is it Janet St. James can come on anytime she wants?
I don't know. It's odd. It's like Chesner can come on, Scott Chesner from Channel 5 can come on, but they told Michael Scott that time that lizard jumped on him not to come on with you.
When he said the F word?
Yeah, when he jumped and said the F word.
Doesn't make any sense.
No. Maybe it's just who you ask. I don't know.
Look, there she is on Channel 8 again, Alexa. Look at those hips. I'm surprised I bet they had to zoom out.
It did not.
Huge.
She's beautiful.
Doesn't even look natural. Looks like she had hip implants.
No.
Want nothing to do with her.
All right. think you're going to get your way on that one.
Good. She could have had me.
Could have. I can just see her dragging you to church on Sunday morning.
I go to church with her. And get her back home later.
Mm-hmm.
Give her some ooey gooey Papa Spewy.
Ooey gooey Papa Spewy.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a new one.
That's what I'd give her. And I'd say it while I was doing it. Just so she knows.
Where do you come up with these things?
I don't know. Yeah, I want nothing to do with her.
Okay.
You ready for news?
Yeah.
525, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.
Thank you, Ross. And it's brought to us by SBC Communications. The woman who revealed that she had a relationship with Scott Peterson said yesterday she's prepared to testify at his trial on charges of murdering his pregnant wife, Lacey, and their unborn child, Connor. Amber Fry was her name. Also said she's been hounded by news media and tabloids offering her money for her story ever since she came forward about a month ago. And she says she will not be giving any of the rights to her stories to the media. Fry, a Fresno massage therapist, has said she did not know Peterson was married when she met him in November. Southeast Dallas Banquet Hall has closed without notice and left some brides to be devastated. Couples who are registered with the Buckner Ballroom arrived yesterday to find the doors locked.
I know where that is.
And a sign
it's
on
in
the
Pleasant
door.
Grove.
Right. Saying the tenant did not pay their rent. Customers say the banquet hall was booked through the fall with deposits required for every event. At this time, customers say those deposits have not been refunded. Yolanda Williams and Trey Jones have lost $800 in deposit money to the Buckner Ballroom. She says, quote, "It's fine. We can marry in the middle of the street. That doesn't matter. We'll find a place. We just like our money back." Owners of the ballroom.
How much do they get hosed for?
$800. And they got stuff booked up through the fall.
And they just locked up?
Yeah. Didn't pay their rent.
I think that used to be, there's
a picture of it.
Let me see. I'm not sure. I think that used to be a skating rink. Twilight Time. Or it was a bowling alley, one of the two. Actually, no, that looks like the bowling alley. It looks like Buckner Bowl. Yolanda Williams, Trey Jones.
Yeah.
Brainiac.
Yes.
Contact those two people that got hosed and tell them we'll marry them.
10-4.
You need the names?
Yolanda Williams?
Yes, and Trey, Trae Jones.
I'm on it.
Probably fine residents of Southeast Dallas. If they're not at home, try loose Derek.
A high school newspaper article. High school newspaper article that claims 40% of students have had oral sex has stirred up controversy in Montrose, Colorado. The Montrose High School Chieftain published the story in its April 30th edition. The article, written by an MHS student, Catherine Smith, questions whether experts and students consider oral sex as, quote-unquote, having sex. The story begins by citing a survey of Montrose High School students, which determined 60% of the students do not consider oral sex to be sex. 40% of, yes it is.
No, it's not.
40% of 274 students polled are having oral sex, but are not having sexual intercourse. No. For some reason, this generation thinks that saying so-so did that last night sounds a lot more innocent than so-so and I had sex last night.
What was the first sentence?
So-and-so, and I can't really say it, went.
Had oral sex?
There, yes.
Oh, went to an area.
Right.
I got it. All right. Not sex.
Okay. So your girlfriend does that to another guy. That's not sex?
No, you hit her with a Bill Dookie. You go out to the garage, right. You get the biggest Bill Dookie you got, you smack her in the back of the head.
Why? If she's not having sex?
She still had it. So in her mouth.
It's having sex.
That's not sex. But there's something in your mouth that doesn't belong there.
Right. If there's a release, I think probably even the hand is.
That's not sex.
That's not, okay, is that cheating?
Yes.
Okay.
You're touching somebody else's naughty bits.
It's just not sex. Okay. Okay, I can agree with the definition there then.
I didn't say it's not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm dating some chick and I go over to her house and some guy's there and something's in her mouth.
Right.
Yes. Then I go fetch my Bill Dookie, and I whack her in the back of the head.
I got you. Okay. Get that straight.
You can knock him out with a Bill Dookie.
I bet you could. You've just eased your car into a busy boulevard, taking great care to leave enough space between yourself and any oncoming vehicles, but not, apparently, enough for the woman who just suddenly popped up behind you, honking your horns and flashing her lights.
And you hit her with a Bill Dookie.
No, thinking something's wrong, you instinctively slow down, which only makes her flip the bird toward you. In a lifetime of Southern California driving, you've developed the keen talent for rear-view lip reading, so you know what she's calling you.
Yes.
You're a native, so you flip her back. Well, in a few minutes, you'll probably have forgotten all about it. That stuff happens. But you'll be reminded in an exchange in a few days when you get a notice from the California Department of Motor Vehicles. An anonymous accuser, that woman, you assume, went and reported you, and now you have to show up for a hearing. This is only in California, by the way. Actually, people...
Well, where somebody calls in, rat somebody out, then you got to show up?
And you can rat anybody out. According to this, people can just turn their neighbors in without a shred of proof or evidence, using whatever story they'd like to concoct. In 1999, the last year which the DMV has such records, 99,000 complaints were filed against California drivers under that provision. If somebody catch you off, you get their plate and call in.
They should do that everywhere.
Well... Then you got people that
well, you don't call them on the first incursion.
Right.
They keep records. And then if you get
10,
however many it would take to where you're going, hey, this is happening a lot, and it's the same license plate, we need to at least talk to this guy and find out what's going on. Hold on. Yes, Lori?
Hey, Russ.
Yes?
What the heck is a Bill Dookie?
Something you get hit with if you stick something in your mouth.
That's just like you're saying for something you hit somebody with?
I'd say like a post hole digger. It's like like a spade?
Sharpshooter?
Well, she's not going to know what a sharpshooter is. It's like it's a elongated shovel.
Okay.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I was hoping it was going to be funnier than that, but okay, thanks.
What? Do you want to get hit with one?
No, I just didn't know what it was. It just sounds funnier than it really is.
You've never heard that term before?
No.
No. My grandmother used to call them. I just assumed everybody did. Have you heard the term?
Yes.
Okay. See? It's a shovel with a great big long blade. Looks like it's made to dig holes.
Right. What you hit him in the back of the head with?
A Bill Dookie.
Gotcha. Remember back in December when Joan Rivers was accused of hitting a $1 rent-a-car employee in the eye with
Bill Dookie?
No, with a pen this time because the lady made her wait in line. Supposedly Joan flicked the pen at the woman's face saying, "Don't you know who the F I am? Why would you wait in line, you stupid effing?" Well, the cops were called. They reviewed the videotape and declined to press charges. The woman, however, one Griselda Santana, has now filed a $16 million lawsuit against Joan, in which she says she, quote, intentionally, wantonly, brutally, maliciously assaulted her, battered her, and attacked her. I want $16 million.
Even though there's nothing on the videotape?
No, cops didn't press charges.
And she threw a pen at her?
Pen.
And doesn't say she go blind?
No.
Is that gay, Stephen? All right. Tell him before I pick up the call, don't make me sick. Because he's going to make me sick. Tell him not to be so animated. Just be normal. Talk normal. None of this flamboyant and gay stuff. Just be a normal guy. Just be Stephen. Here we go. Yes, Stephen?
Russ, you know what?
Yes?
If you don't think that oral sex is having sex, I'm going to come up there and see you after the show.
Can you tell him not make me sick? I don't want you coming up here.
Why not?
I don't know.
You know that we're compatible.
No, we're not.
Very compatible.
Yeah, you are. According to Duana's program, you are.
What the hell does Duana know?
Huh?
That's right. I am your Robin. Let's face it. Did you cut me off, Russ?
Yes. That makes me... yeah. That makes me just shudder.
Yes.
Because you know, if I let him...
Oh, yeah.
If I'd let him, he'd come up here and do it.
Right. Gladly. And repeatedly.
Yeah. And he's ugly.
Yes. So if he was good looking, you'd let him do it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got just checking. He's famous for a bottle of wine, a bottle of red, a bottle of white. The pop star Billy Joel now singing that he's an alcohol abuser, not an alcoholic. The piano man tells Katie Couric in an interview that's tonight on Dateline, everybody can abuse alcohol. Anybody can drink too much, but I've cooled that out. Yes. Couric asks Joel if he considers himself an alcoholic. No. I'm an alcohol abuser. If you drink too much, no matter who you are, whether you're an alcoholic or not, you're going to harm yourself. That's on tonight.
I like that
phraseology. You're an abuser, not an alcoholic.
Yes. By the way, I'm back to step number 1 on the 12 steps.
Gotcha.
That's my favorite.
Is it? I forgot which one that was.
That's where I admit that alcohol is more powerful.
You're okay. You're powerless.
Yes, I'm powerless against alcohol.
Okay.
That one's true.
Okay. I've been doing pretty well. I had the Bellinis on Saturday, and that's about all.
What do you mean that's about all?
That's all.
What else?
That's all I've had.
What else did you have?
No, I had the Bellinis. I really haven't had anything else. I haven't had it.
What did you drink Sunday?
Nothing. I went on the boat, and everybody's watching me. Couldn't do anything.
Okay.
I had a bottle of water. You can ask anybody that was out at the Cove.
What is today? Tuesday. Didn't have anything yesterday?
Nope. Been doing well.
And you didn't have anything else to drink on Saturday?
No. In fact, those hit me pretty hard. I had 2 of those little Bellinis in little cups, and that was...
Those weren't small cups. Those were 8-ounce cups.
They were not, but okay.
Yes, they were.
All right, let's say they were. Then I had 2 8-ounce Bellinis.
You had 3.
I had 2. Seriously.
You admitted you had 3 while we were there.
Seriously, I had 2. But okay. That doesn't matter. The fact is...
So now you're lying about your alcohol intake.
Not at all.
You're not any better than you purport to be.
Okay, I had 3, if that's what you said.
That's what you told me. 2. I wasn't counting how many you had. In fact, I even beat on the window at Tylock's house to tell you not to go back out there.
That was the second one.
It was the third one.
That was not. It really wasn't. I don't care. It doesn't matter. How many doesn't matter.
Lie to yourself.
I'm not to myself.
Doesn't hurt me if you lie to me because it doesn't change anything. Lie to yourself.
I've been doing very well.
Are you going to drink this weekend?
No. I was going to go down to Galveston, but now my kid broke his foot, so that's out. That's out.
You were going to go with him?
Yeah. He's going to go with Joanna.
Oh.
But he can't go, so I may just, I don't know. So.
Oh, very sad.
Yep.
Yes, Jason?
Yes, with JD's reference to the runway incidents as an air traffic controller, we deal with that every day.
Dude, we're past this.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. But what we did...
Dude, we're past this.
We found out that the controllers that do walk around the house in the nude...
Oh, you idiot. He's not really an ATC. Thought I was going to get somebody twisted. All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I'll get you the recipe.
It sounds delicious.
Do we sound like fags?
No. It's good.
Oh, we're going to do new traffic here. Hi, Gail.
Hello.
What do you have?
I got car toys and Hawk Electronics and Six Flags over Texas. Summer's here in Six Flags 4-pack season passes are still just $59.99 each at Albertsons and Six Flags. But hurry, the offer ends on June 1st. On southbound 35 in Denton, just before the 35E and W split, they still got the freeway shut down. Hazmat's still on the scene, and they're trying to get stuff cleaned up. You're back up to around Ganser Road. In Dallas, on eastbound 635 LBJ, just before the Dallas tollway, there's a wreck off to the right shoulder. On westbound I-30 in Grand Prairie, past MacArthur, there's a wreck on the shoulder with onlooker delays. If you're leaving downtown, heading out towards Fair Park, eastbound I-30 East Charles Horton at 2nd Avenue, the right lane's blocked. And in Fort Worth on southbound East Loop 820 at Sun Valley, there's a wreck blocking the acceleration lane. Geico Auto Insurance. You don't have to sacrifice service to save money. One 15-minute call could save you 15% or more. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, The Talk that Rocks Texas.
Let's see. Here we go. Going to be 54 kind of chilly tonight. Mid-50s for the overnight low. More scattered storms, more isolated storms tomorrow. Mid-70s for the high. It is 67 degrees currently at Live 105.3, The Talk that Rocks Texas.
Okay. Hi, Daniel.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
Hey, man, I need some advice.
All right.
All right. Well, I think my wife's cheating on me.
Okay.
You know, she's been going to the bar a lot here lately with her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm real nervous. I really do think she's cheating on me.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
Kids?
You got 3 kids.
Really?
Yep. Got 3, and she leaves me with the kids when she goes to the bar with her friends.
How long has this been going on?
Probably for the last 6 months. She's been going out with her friends, and she shuts the door when she goes on the phone now. And
oh, she does.
Oh yeah, she never did that before.
Have you asked her about it?
No, I haven't said anything to her. You know, she's the redhead, fiery type, and it's kind of a confrontation. Anything I say to her.
Does she think has she always been that way?
Yeah, she's been real flirty all of her life that I know of.
Where does she go when the girls go out? Is it always like a girls' night out?
It's always a girls' night out, and they always go to like Cowboys or something like that where she goes dance. She says she loves to dance.
So she's out dancing with other guys?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
no.
that's.
Flip-flop it around. If you go, hey, you know what? I'm going out to Cowboys tomorrow night with a bunch of the guys. Well, that sounds queer.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go, I'm going to go out and I'm going dancing.
Yeah.
Fat chance of that happening.
Well, yeah, she won't let me. I mean, she's like, well,
she won't let you.
She won't. Well, she doesn't say that. She says, "Oh, really? Well, yeah. That's kind of odd. So."
Are these kids belong to both of you, or?
Yeah, they're both of our kids.
How old's the baby?
I've got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 10-month-old.
So you guys started squatting out kids as soon as you got married.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're fixed now, so no more kids.
All right, so because she's going out, and the chicks do go out with their friends and stuff.
Occasionally. How often does this happen, though?
Well, I mean, it happens a lot. Here lately, it's happened a lot.
Well, once a week, once a month? What?
3 times a month or 4.
So once a week?
Yeah.
Did they go out, you say Cowboys, they go out on Wednesdays?
Yeah.
That's ladies' night.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's packed.
With chicks or guys?
Both.
We may have to go out there one Wednesday.
It's packed.
Guys,
you won't like it because it's a little smoky.
Oh no. I can't do that. No. Well, maybe you should. Well, you can't go because you got the kids. Because maybe you should just go out to the Cowboys one night and watch her and see what the hell she's doing.
Get a sitter.
That's the thing. We don't have any sitters nearby. So I was thinking maybe, I get a PI, which the problem is she has all in control of all the money. Okay.
So you don't even know she's out buying stuff or she has no tracks to cover because she's in control of the finances.
Right. And if I spent money on some sort of PI or spy gadget or anything like that, she'd know it.
Question for you. Does she come home or do her clothes smell like smoke?
No.
She ain't been to Cowboys, pal, because she's not going to Cowboys then. Because every time I used to come home from Cowboys, I'd have to put the clothes in the washer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, she doesn't smell like smoke when she comes home.
She hadn't been to Cowboys.
Do you guys smoke?
I smoke, but I don't smoke in the house or anything, so
They reek. I can't even lay on the floor.
Well, I just don't know if clothes that smell like a smoker would...
Oh, I see.
If he smokes, is it really going to stand out because he's used to that smell all the time?
That's true.
That's true.
What's her... some guy's on the other line that's got a first name that says, if this is her, she's cheating. What's your wife's first name?
Ginger.
Oh, all right. It's not the same one then. Okay. Hold on. Don't hang up on him, Dan. Thank you. Mike.
Yeah.
Who's the Sharon that's cheating?
Oh, it was a girl I used to date, and all his tricks that he was listing sounded just like hers. So.
Oh.
He said redhead, so that was like, huh?
Oh. Okay.
All right, thanks.
So is the Wednesday thing something dependable to where she's probably going to go?
No, not here lately. Her friend had surgery, so she's laid up for a while and she won't be going, so.
All we got to do is find out the next time she's going and maybe call Dowell.
I live right down the street. I know Cowboys like the back of my hand. Give me a picture of her and I'll tell you what she's doing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, and what are you going to do if you find something out?
If I find something out, well, the divorce is on. That's the only thing you can do.
3 kids. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You can't put your foot down and just go, hey.
What are you going to do, stop cheating?
We got kids. No, you don't go out every week.
I told her how I feel about it, but she still says, well, you know what? I'm going out with my friends. This is how I get away from the kids and relax.
Well, wait a minute. Does she work?
No.
All right, so she's got to watch the 3 kids. All right, you know what? Normally it's not my position to take, to defend the chick, but if she's with those kids all the time, she's probably got a night out coming.
I think she deserves a night out, but, it's just the way she's been acting differently here lately,
Yeah, the going into the other room and taking phone calls and closing the door.
Yeah.
That's a little freaky.
That's easy to monitor. I mean, I hate to say it.
Why?
Go to Radio Shack, get a recorder, and just start recording and listening. Maybe you're totally wrong. Maybe she's totally innocent.
Why would you want to go in another room and close the door?
I'm just saying, record and find out.
Yeah, and you don't even have to record the phone call. You can just stick a recorder in there and get her half of the conversation.
Yeah.
Just pick up whatever's going on in the room, and if something's going on, you'll be able to figure out by her half of the conversation anyway.
Yeah. Well, I've checked her email, and her emails don't show anything, so I think if I'm going to do it, the only way I'm going to be able to do it is have somebody spy on her there or, catch a conversation on the phone.
And you know what? If she's cheating, she may not even be going to Cowboys.
That's true. I thought about that. She could be going anywhere else. Who knows?
Does she come in late?
Every time she comes in past 3 o'clock. And Cowboys closes at 2.
They close at 2, but the last people get it. How far away do you live from Cowboys?
About 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay. And the last few people dribble out about quarter after.
Yeah.
Quarter after 2?
Yeah. Does she say she's going to breakfast? Because that's very common.
She says she always goes to Whataburger, but I never, ever see any kind of food stuff in the van or at home. She never brings any trash home or anything, to throw away or whatever. She says she goes to the drive-thru and sits there and eats and whatever, but I never see anything.
Hold on a sec. All right, so you guys obviously live close to Cowboys, so you're in Arlington someplace.
Yeah, south. I'm actually in Mansfield.
All right, hold on a second. Is this somebody Dowell could follow?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
doesn't he live south?
He lives in Corsicana, so I don't know area-wise, but I mean, I can get a hold of him and find out.
Because that's just a pisser. He's sitting at home. He's got the 3 kids.
Can't follow her.
And she takes my cell phone with her because she doesn't have her own. She never, ever answers it.
Of course not. That would be too convenient.
Well, in Cowboys, it's very loud. I'll give her that. If it's in her purse, she's not going to hear it.
But it has a vibrate function on it. She could feel it.
Yeah.
In a purse?
I don't know if she carries it in her purse.
What? Do you ever get a chance to where you get to go out?
Occasionally, yeah. Very seldom. Well, once a month, maybe.
What do you think would happen if you said, you know what, I'm going to start going out more, too?
It'd probably be a little confrontation to it, but she'd agree to it eventually, I'm sure.
You know what? To get away from the kids, I'll buy that one. The phone thing, that's strange.
Ricky.
Yeah.
How long do these phone calls normally last?
A good 20 to 30 minutes sometimes. And sometimes she has little short, quick ones, too, like 2 minutes at the most.
Do you ever say, hey, who was that?
Yeah, I do. And she's like, well, that was my friend. And
what is it? What does the caller ID show?
Well, I checked the caller ID. The phone beeps whenever she clears out a number on caller ID. She's done that quite recently a lot right after she gets off the phone.
You only have one caller ID in the house?
Well, I've got 2, and I've checked the other one, and some of the numbers I can't recognize. They don't have any name on them.
Call it back, see who answers.
I tried, and nobody ever answers when I do.
Well, they probably
There's always somebody calling in.
Do you have one of the phone numbers with you right now?
No, it's at the house.
Why don't you get us the phone number? Because Eddie can do a reverse check. And if it's not a cell phone, we might be able to find out where it's coming from. Or we'll just call it. They may recognize the number and know, hey, never answer this phone if you see my phone number come back up because I'm never going to call you.
That's what I thought.
They wouldn't recognize this number. Nope. We'll call them from the request line. It'll look like they won something.
Yeah, maybe I'll find a number or something. I'll give you guys a call back or something.
Yeah. How long before you go home?
Probably another 15 minutes when I get there.
All right. Why don't you do that? Call us back and give us the number. We'll see if we can track it down.
Okay.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thanks.
Right. I feel bad for the guy, but, dude, you don't get married and automatically start squatting out kids.
It's true. 3 in 3 years. And now she's feeling trapped and wants to get out and run around. She may have found somebody at Cowboys. That's what it is. Wednesday night's a meat market.
Chicks don't just go out there and hang out?
Some of them do, but most are looking.
I have absolutely no take on this because that's not some place I'm going to go.
No, it's... Yeah.
I didn't even go when I was, in my 20s. That stuff, just the meat market club stuff, I get nothing out of it.
Well, I used to do remotes when I was at KSCS out there every Friday night. And Wednesdays, you just can't move. It's packed.
Live music?
Yes. Live and recorded both.
Line dancing?
No. They don't do line dancing. They play rock. They'll play AC/DC. They'll do a whole rock set, and then they'll do country sets.
Wow.
You asked.
How we doing, Eddie? Yes, John?
Hey, man, she's cheating on him. Ain't no doubt about it.
Why?
Well, because, I went through the same thing with my ex. I was married to her for 14 years. And she started this stuff going out to the Bears once in a while, and then all of a sudden she's going out with her friends all the time. At least once a week trying to get away from, my son, or just trying to get away a little bit. Next thing you know, the phone calls, hiding the phone calls. She'd run in the house when we come home and check the caller ID and erase it real quick. Or she'd, turn her phone off when she was around me, that type of thing. Next thing you know, the Bears closes at like 2. She wouldn't show up till 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
She was getting some of that slick ding-a-dong.
Yeah, that's what she was doing. It turned out she was going to after-hours parties and stuff like that.
What is that?
Yeah.
They go to somebody's house after the bar's closed, and you continue the party with whoever you've hooked up with.
Oh.
Yep. And it's a classic case, man. That's what she's doing to him. She's running. Been down that road. Got rid of it, too.
All right. Thanks, John. Yeah, I don't think I'd say anything just yet.
No. Don't tip your hands, especially if you're going to do any investigating.
Yeah.
Then she's going to start really covering her tracks. God, what if you find out? Damn, 3 kids, all under 3, and she's cheating on you.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Nice.
Thank you. I haven't had the turnip soup in a while, so I don't know what these are.
I don't know either.
But they're pretty rancid.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like old people clothes. When you go to your grandparents' house?
Yeah.
And just that smell, that's what they smell like.
My grandmother used to send me stuff at college, and you'd open the box, and it smelled like that.
Yeah, that's what these foods smell like. They smell like my grandparents.
Yes.
Not their house. It's like them. Which line? 6? Pissed off chick? Oh, Katana's here. Yes. Great, I just blew one out. A lot. Where's the mouthwash? Ah, that's vodka. How'd I look?
It looks perfect.
Anything on my teeth?
Nope.
Got any bugs?
Clean, no bugs.
All right.
Pissed off chick.
All right, you can bring her in. Go ahead, Shelley.
Hey, no, I'm not pissed off. I'm just cut the girl some slack. I mean, I've only got 1 kid, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and there's times I go in another room and talk on the phone just because it's hard to talk on the phone with kids around.
Well, but anytime that there's a noticeable change, that normally tips people off that something's going on.
Okay, I'll give you that much.
Now, and you know what? I'd be the first one to jump in and go, if you're watching 3 kids all the time, then yeah, you need some time away. There's no big deal about that. But coming home at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning,
that's not conducive to a good relationship. I agree. They ought to set up some kind of a date night. He said they didn't have any money or anybody to watch the kids. Find somebody.
Obviously, they got cash for her to go out and drink, unless somebody's buying her drinks.
There you go.
Unless she's working that action.
Well, I homeschool my son, so I'm with him 24/7, and there are times I do go out, but Yeah, I go out till 3 o'clock in the morning.
And why would you want to be away from your kids that long?
Yeah.
Of course, I don't have kids, so I don't know.
And then
I never want to see them.
in at 3 o'clock and you're all hungover, so what good are you to your kids the next day? Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I'll go with this.
Okay. Shaking the log? Okay. I'm looking to see what he needs to confront her. Nah, you don't want to confront her yet. Just let this go. Let it play out. Let her think that everything's okay. Mm-hmm. Have Dal from Millennium Investigations. Do they still have their website up?
Yeah, it's migsc.com.
The hell is that?
Millennium Investigations Group Security Contractors. But it's just MIGSC.
Well, that's a lot better than trying to spell Millennium. Correct. They still doing security cameras?
They do any kind of security cameras, gates. I mean, security-wise, whatever you need, they can cover.
I got to get real security cameras put up around the house.
Why now?
There's just been, I don't know. I've just had a weird feeling the past couple months.
Really?
I don't know why.
You didn't see anybody? Nothing?
No, there was a noise out in front of the house over the weekend. Loud enough to wake me up out of the bedroom. Then I went and walked the perimeter of the house just to see if anything was outside. I didn't see anything.
What kind of noise, though?
I don't know. Something loud enough to wake me up.
Okay.
At the front of the house. And obviously it was loud enough for me to be able to figure out where it came from.
Mm-hmm. But you got an alarm if any of the doors open.
Yeah, if the door's open, but I'd like to know what's going on around the side of the house. I need a camera in the front, because the cheap cameras that I bought 2-3 years ago, weather's beat them to hell and they've crapped.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a good one in the front, probably one in the backyard, one that covers the garage, especially if I got another Batmobile coming.
All right.
They do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we'll call him and see if he can follow this chick.
I will.
All right. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
J.D. Ryan is here. Dan O'Malley, Trey Trenholm. I say Eddie Boyd yet? Yes. Gail Lightfoot. Lovely Katana from the Amazing Superstore. Did you bring that sleeve thingy?
Yes, I did.
Some guy called about this, a couple hours ago?
Right.
I have no idea. He just said his chick came in and caught him using it. I have no idea
what the big deal is about it. I don't like them.
Let me see. Well, I don't understand what he was doing with it then. Let me see that one. What is it?
It's the same thing.
Oh. Well, it's just like something you put over your crank and it's got a bunch of ribs on it.
Yeah.
I got genital warts. I already have this.
How about a guy use that on himself?
He must have used it just for the...
What, you turn it inside out?
I don't know.
That might work.
All the studs are on the, what do you call those? They're just...
Little bumps.
Yeah.
Little studs, bumps.
Bruce, say I could open this?
I'm sure you can.
All right. You want this when I'm done?
Not if you're going to put it somewhere. No, thank you.
I'm clean.
No, thank you.
I'm clean. Clean as you are laying naked on my couch.
Not if
for the same reason you don't want this, right. I don't want that couch anymore.
All right. How much for the couch?
There ain't no way I can get in this. It's too small.
It stretches. It's rubber.
That's going to hurt. I can get into it now because I ain't ready.
Probably if you have to lube it up, I guess. I don't know.
It didn't come with no lube.
No, it didn't. You probably do.
Come spit on me.
Come spit on you?
Yeah. Trust me, sweetie. There are at least 30,000 chicks listening right now that would want to.
Spit on me.
Yeah.
Honk a loogie.
What is this, Trey?
KY.
Why do you have KY?
Dr. Fettner left it here.
Oh, that's right, when he was sticking in my butt. Hold on. Yes, Rena?
Hey, Russ, how are you doing?
Good.
Terrific. Hey, I was just calling about that guy I was just talking to.
Mm-hmm.
with the wife. And just as a disclaimer, I just want to say that I'm not married or have kids. And, don't plan on it in the very near future.
We don't care about disclaimers. Get to the point.
What I'm trying to say is that I don't know if you guys should encourage spying.
Yes, you have to encourage spying.
Not doing anything. But what if she's not?
Well, then it lets him know that he was being paranoid and he should shut up.
But what
Spying satisfies all kinds of curiosity.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it'll satisfy marital happiness.
Yes, it will. It goes back. Really? If he spies on her and he finds absolutely nothing, then he knows that he was being paranoid and he can trust his wife.
Well,
what a very comfortable, safe feeling. Sure.
What if she finds out that he was spying on her? There's going to be distress there, right?
If she finds out.
I mean, right now, like, half of the marriages end up in divorce, 50%. And like you guys said, they have 3 kids under their...
All right, and don't you think by spying on this chick, if that could keep them from being one of the marriages into divorce, don't you think that would be worth it?
How about if he just, sat down with her and said, hey...
What are you going to do? Confront her and go, hey, are you cheating? Because every time when you ask them, they got to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm not saying confront her. Maybe you should just make an effort to spend more time with her. You know what I mean? Like, make her happy. Because like he said, like, she's just sitting at home all the time with 3 kids under the age of 6.
While he's working. So she's going out with her friends. That's the story. I think he needs to check and just make, if she's going out with her friends, like I said, if you're watching 3 kids all day, you got time off coming. And if that's all it is, great. But he needs to know if she's cheating or not.
But she's acting suspicious in other ways, too.
Yes, she's doing other things.
Yeah, and I understand that it's suspicious, going in the other room and talking on the phone. But sometimes when I talk to my girlfriends, I don't want my boyfriend to hear everything I'm saying.
Why not? What are you saying? What are you talking about?
It's not like I'm talking about cheating on him. I might just be talking about stuff that I don't want him to hear about.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, not cheating.
Like what?
Like stuff like...
I gotta go. Connor's gonna spit on me. I don't understand what this guy was getting out of doing this and why this is not really one of his girlfriend's toys.
Well, no.
He would wear this
to do her.
Oh, he said this goes over a vibrator. That's what he said.
Oh, so he was just rubbing that up against himself then. I guess.
You know what? I don't know what he was doing with it. What?
Maybe somewhere else is what she was saying.
Well, there's no way this is going in that area.
You never know. He may be wild like that.
Have I described this to where you can tell what it is?
Sort of. It's like a small tube sock with little bumps on it, except it's rubber.
Right.
It
smells like a brand new eraser.
Good.
Like you get at school. Erasers didn't have no bumps. There's no way I can get that on.
With a little bit of lube, you'd be probably surprised. It probably stretches.
Look how big that is.
I see that.
And look, here's how big it's going to stretch. Do you really want in that?
That's going to be pretty tight.
Obviously, this is just made to go on a vibrator. So what was he doing?
You'd have to get him to describe it because I don't get it.
You think he was sticking it in his tutor?
I think he would have brought that up. She caught me with it up my
tutor. Yeah. Yeah, normally if your girlfriend comes home and you got something in your tutor, that's not good. Because the one time I had it, she was there.
You didn't get caught.
No, I did. I said she was there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I wasn't using this. She was using baby corn.
Baby corn. I remember. You told me that.
She wanted to. And we just had Chinese food, so we had plenty left over. Because I won't eat the baby corn.
Nah.
Because obviously it's corn that ain't finished.
How does that come up in a conversation? You stick baby corn up your...
I forget. It was years ago.
I understand.
Well, this is as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be something I could use and enjoy, and Katana could help me.
Me personally, I don't enjoy it. It hurts.
These? You've had this with a vibrator?
Not with a vibrator.
What else can you do with it?
It's one like it, but it's for, the guys. Penis. Can I say that?
I don't understand what you're telling me.
I can say on here.
Let me turn the mics off and just tell me without cleaning it up. What is it? Well, first of all, this isn't made for a guy's weenie. This is obviously meant to be put on the vibrator. You're talking about some kind of sheath a guy would put on with little ticklers on it.
Same idea.
Yes, it is, but there ain't no way I could get in this, and I ain't big.
Well, why don't you try?
All right, fine.
Oh, jeez. Thanks for bringing that up.
I'm sorry.
Hang on. I have to shake. I don't want to shake too much. I'll never get in it. Eddie, would you close the blinds? Oh, Eddie?
Ha, got you.
Do you want to leave during this segment, Eddie?
Yes.
Okay. How long before we need a break?
7 more minutes.
All right. This won't take that long. John?
No.
Oh, look at
I'm
it.
standing down here behind my computer.
All right. You ain't looking in here, are you, O'Malley? Okay. There is no way that's going in there.
Did you use KY?
I'm not putting that all over that. I could just barely get it on the end. It looks like a chef at Denny's. Oh, seriously, look.
I'm not looking.
You know how they wear those hats at Denny's?
Right.
That's as far as I can get this on.
Okay.
All right, I'll try the KY. By the way, I recommend this Superbird tonight. Comes with melted cheese, bacon. This is not going in there.
That thing's probably meant for...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Ouch! Got it. Look.
I'm not looking.
Oh, come look.
Let her look.
Isn't that attractive?
It fits.
Oh, it doesn't fit. It's going to hurt. When I get ready to go for action, ain't no way this is staying on.
I know.
Why would anybody have one of these?
I have no idea.
Here, listen to this. I'm going to take it off. You listen.
I'm listening. Oh, God.
Is it?
Sounds like some kind of alien.
Well, here, you'll love this.
Don't you touch me with that. Faster! God. You suck. You suck as a human. Shut up, O'Malley. It wasn't funny. Why do I stay in here? I know better. To be your comic foil.
Well, all right, so I was wrong. You can get in, but there ain't no way you're getting in that if you're ready to actually use it.
No.
So I have no idea what that guy was doing with it. Now I'm wondering if he actually still had the vibrator going and it went in his
something.
Baby cornholio.
Mm. Yeah, that'd hurt.
Hand it to me, would you?
No.
Oh, come on.
I ain't
Just on the
touching
floor.
it. No,
Right,
I'm not touching it.
pick it up.
You touch it.
I don't want to touch it.
You don't want to touch it. It was on you.
I know. I'm nasty. Yeah, Robert?
Hey, guys.
Yes, sir?
I enjoy you guys. I'm driving home, almost home.
Yes.
And, I'm a marriage and family therapist. I have been for 27 years. And I got to tell you guys that, my radar's going. I have got to tell y'all that I disagree. This is a response reaction.
He's already said, what are you going to say? He needs to actually talk to her about this whole...
He needs to sit her down, and he needs to look her in the eyes, and he needs to tell her, ask her what is going on here.
And what, Robert, what do you think she's really going to say? If she's cheating, she's not going to tell him. That's the whole purpose of cheating. If you tell him, it ain't cheating.
but Russ, it's supposed to be based on trust.
Well, that's what the whole marriage is supposed to be based on. And if she's out cheating, then she's already breached that marital contract.
But this is a response reaction. She's responding. That's why marriage and family therapy, it's important to have both the male and the female.
You hear that? Yeah. Important. It is important to go get that done.
See? When he calls you back, you ask him,
yes,
has he ever had a problem with her trust? Where did you almost guarantee you that he's going to tell you absolutely yes, there's been a discrepancy in their marriage on his end.
He didn't say that in the beginning. In fact, he said all of this started recently, and you know, if you're a valid marriage counselor, you know that changes in a relationship are indicative of the other partner straying from the marriage.
Absolutely.
Okay, and since he said that's what's going on, then chances are that's what's going on.
But
I got to start charging money for this crap.
Yeah, I think you should.
Because he's a marriage counselor, and you know he's probably charging $75, $100 an hour.
$100. That's what I'm paying.
Plus, he just verified what I was saying. Anytime you notice something going on in a marriage that is beyond the
what normally happens.
Yeah.
Right. As little as, I noticed it with my ex-wife, is something as small as changes in her music, which she liked. She's obviously hanging out with somebody that liked much more contemporary music than she ever had. I got in her car one day, and it would be like if somebody our age was listening suddenly to Stone Temple Pilots, but always listened to Barry Manilow and show tunes before.
Right.
Something a little like that. I went, that's odd. About 6 months later, I find out. Obviously, this is something he's starting drawn to. Hey, listen to this. This is my favorite kind of music. Just little things like that. And then, like he said, going to the other room to use the phone. Mm-mm.
Well, coming home that late at night,
it's not going to build a marriage. I mean, that's just...
No, that crap's not going to float.
She wouldn't put up with it from him, period.
No, if he said, hey, you know what, me and my buddies are going out, we're going to Cowboys, we're going to meet some chicks, and we're going dancing. Obviously, if you're at Cowboys, you ain't dancing with other guys.
No.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes they like to call each other that.
No, they don't.
Dance with me, cowboy.
No.
Mm. Well, obviously the sex toy that we've got can't work. I can't do anything with.
No.
You spit on me anyway?
Quit.
Sure. Question is where?
Hot as you are, you start my hair and just work all your way down. You can do the farmer hanky on me.
Oh.
She's wearing, what is that top? So it's like...
It's a crochet top.
Yeah. What is that? It's not a tank top. What would you call it? All I know is her cans are sticking straight out of it.
Yes.
It's just a spaghetti strap cami.
Yeah. It's adorable. Did you wear that today at the Amazing Superstore?
When I stopped by, I did.
You didn't work today?
I didn't work today.
You don't seem to work a lot there anymore.
I do, but I've been working on the website.
Hmm. You have regulars there at the Superstore?
Yes, I do.
A lot of disgusting old guys?
No, actually.
You have normal people come in?
Uh-huh. A lot of my regulars are on the fairly good-looking side.
Really?
Mm-hmm, which is a good thing.
So they come in and you model for them?
Mm-hmm.
What do you model?
Myself. What else?
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
None of them are fat and pathetic?
Well, there are some who come in that are that way.
How's Dan?
Oh, man. Cold.
What?
Nothing.
I don't mean Dan Lewis.
Oh. What'd you mean?
Dan Lewis.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
What are you looking at?
Oh, there was directions on that box that you threw away.
Box for what?
For that little toy, sex toy.
It just says on the front, stick it on a vibrator.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know what this guy was doing with it, but it's not meant to be worn.
No.
And if you're wearing it, I don't see what you're going to get out of it. And while the only thing I could think of was he was doing stuff to his, while his girlfriend was gone. And if my girlfriend came in and found me sticking things in that area
that were hers that belonged somewhere else.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'd be hard to explain.
Yeah.
Now, if she was there doing it to me, that'd be a different thing.
Totally.
What?
I'm just laughing. The thought of your girlfriend sticking that stuff up you was funny.
Quit it.
It's just a funny visual.
She just wanted to.
Did she ever get anything bigger in there?
Yeah.
What?
Her foot.
I don't mean that. I mean, maybe baby carrots and then real-size carrots.
Yeah, then we worked all our way up to, in fact, one time, I'm not sure, but I think she got a whole bushel of summer squash in there.
You're the one that did it.
She liked summer squash, so she could hang on to the end of it.
You're the one that did it. Get mad at me.
I made it up.
I did not make it up.
I did.
I knew her. She was kinky. It's fine. That's where your G-spot is. Go play. Explore.
She just wanted to try it.
Good. Glad you had fun.
I didn't have fun. I didn't like it. I don't like turning into a horn of plenty.
It's a wonderful visual.
It's a butt, not a storage shed.
I understand that. But like you said before, that's where your G-spot is, up there somewhere.
Well, I don't think you're going to find it with fresh produce.
No. You probably would, actually. Just not baby corn.
I'd like to move on to something else.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. How many newscasts you do today?
We've done 2 complete ones.
And we don't have time for a third one, do we? We have anything to play?
I also got some more Batman trivia and some TV trivia.
For what?
You were so good at it yesterday, I thought I'd try to get a little harder. And I got to find a lot of Batman stuff, too, so I knew you might know that.
Well, the Batman stuff I'm going to know.
Not all of it.
Really?
Nope.
Katana, why don't you come over here? Those breasts are vexing me standing on the other side of the studio. Yes. Well, wait a minute. Stay there for a second. Did you say you were in, are you in Maxim?
I'm on the Maxim Online Hometown Hotties contest.
What is that?
Basically, a lot of us regular girls.
You ain't no regular girl. All right, but go ahead. What's the website?
MaximOnline.com.
Maxim, M-A-X-I-M?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Online. And what am I looking for?
It's going to be under the name Elizabeth. And
well, where am I voting?
You're going to go to the Hometown
Hotties.
Oh,
I see it. I see it. It's over on the far left. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's easy enough. It's in red. Hometown Hotties.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm looking for what?
It's going to be under the name Elizabeth of Irving, Texas.
Hold on. And then what am I going to do? You vote?
You vote. You have to actually choose 10 girls in order to place a vote.
I got to pick 10 chicks?
10.
Oh, here you are. Third row down.
So all of you here have to vote for me.
Well, that's a good picture. It's not your best. Should have had something with more cleavage hanging out.
Well, you're supposed to send in about 3 photos, and I guess they choose a photo.
Oh, well, this is good.
Actually, from my understanding of the rules, they choose the girls to be in the contest, so you don't really know until they contact you if you're in the contest or not.
Oh, I got it.
Check Heather. Click on Heather right beside her.
Hang on a second. Let me go back. Angela, Heather from Hillsboro?
Yeah.
You like her?
No.
Oh.
She's scary.
Yeah, it looks like she...
I found another scary one. Oh, my God.
This one looks like she just came out of a heroin coma.
Click Rebecca, top center.
Hold on. Rebecca, Seattle?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's a hose. That's got to be somebody that works there. Let me read, and you're under Elizabeth?
That's correct.
All right, let me see. Hometown hotties. Name Elizabeth. State Texas, height 5'4", weight 107 pounds, preferred celebrity status, actor. What does that mean?
It's what I would be preferred to be considered as. Instead of a model, actor.
Yeah, I'd like to have that too.
Doctor, lawyer, you know.
Yeah. They let you pick doctor or anything?
Well, I'm sure they can, but
profession.
It's not what I want to do.
Model, actor, dancer. Relationship status, married. You shouldn't have put that on there.
Well, it asked for everything.
Well, you know what? I'm sure not everybody tells the truth on these things. You could have put whatever. Guys don't like to think that somebody hot like that isn't available. We all like to think that you're available.
Okay, I'm available then.
It's like, favorite movie actor. There are too many excellent movies to choose from. Favorite sport. Football, hockey, basketball, soccer, racing. Favorite music. I basically like all kinds. Other. I enjoy going out with my friends, dancing, horseback riding. I like getting the attention of men. I'm a bit of an exhibitionist. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Well, that's a revelation. You work at Amazing Superstore. Obviously, you don't mind showing your goods. All right, so I got to pick 10 chicks?
10.
I want to pick that chick that was in the heroin coma. What was her name?
I can't remember which one.
Hey, this Rachel chick's cute. It's a black and white photo. I'll vote on these later. All right, so if you get the most votes, then what happens?
Then you go into the finals and I guess compete against each other, and the winners actually get to be in the magazine, and I think they said also calendar and whatnot. So.
Do you get any cash?
I don't remember if there is or not.
Why are you wasting your time with this?
Because
yeah.
Maxim is a cool magazine.
Man, there's some freaky chicks on this.
Some really freaky ones. Yike.
There's one chick on here, her cans look like somebody been yanking on them for a while. And they had just turned loose of them when they took the photo. Chick in Honolulu. Man, she got big hips. All right, I'll vote on this when I get home later. Anything for you, sweetie?
Thank you.
All right, now come over here. What were you going to read?
Batman trivia.
Do we have to break again?
We need to.
Now or at 7?
We need to now.
And then again at 7? Well, of course. Read a couple and then we'll break.
Prior to starting as Robin, Burt Ward was a...
He was a... hold on a second. He was into martial arts.
Nope. Well, he was a job.
Oh, a job.
He has something in common with someone else we know that works on the show.
He was in real estate.
Yes, he was. He sold 2 whole houses. Let's see here. Adam West played a gunslinger on an episode of...
Wagon Train.
Maverick. Also appeared in the Three Stooges' final movie. Batman was once interrupted by a special report about...
let's see, 1966, 67, 68. One of the Kennedys getting shot.
Emergency landing of the Gemini 8. The network received thousands of calls from angry fans demanding to know the outcome of the episode. This one you'll know. Batmobile is a modified
Ford Futura.
Kurt Lincoln. The only member of the cast to ever receive an Emmy nomination is
Burgess Meredith.
Frank Gorshin. Gorshin is the Riddler. The Batcave cost to build. I'll give you choices.
Okay.
$500,000, $700,000, $800,000, or $1 million. 5, 7, 8, or $1 million.
5,
8. There you go. That's a good start.
Is that all of it?
We got more, but
okay. We'll do this. We'll be back.
Estaremos de nuevo a la demostración en 1053 vivo. La charla de Russ Martin que oscila Texas.
We could work this into some kind of weekly bit where Katani just comes in and spits on me.
Opens the door, locks up a big loogie, and
yeah.
Something like
done.
Yeah. You been sick?
You may want to take the rest of this on some wax paper and run to the doctor. Because it ain't clear like it's supposed to be.
Nasty critter.
Did you just eat sushi? What do you think? You want to hawk one up on me?
I'm getting out of here. She's spitting. I'm leaving.
I don't know if I can get one.
You ever spit on anybody?
On someone,
No? No. So you don't want to?
I can try, but I can't.
Maybe after the show we could practice.
Okay.
Then you come in next week and honk one up on me. Oh, let me take this. Yeah, Bobby?
Hey, guy, did you watch that ABC special last night?
No, I got home too late.
Hell, it was on till 10 o'clock.
I know. Matt came over to hook up my computer, and he talked about go ahead.
Okay, well, I fell over laughing. They were showing the Laverne and Shirley stuff.
Yeah.
And they did like 4 or 5 clips right in a row, just segmented right up against each other. Squiggy walking in the room going, hello!
Oh.
So I kept thinking of you and falling over laughing. My wife was calling me an idiot. But
He's, did they show him today?
Yes, he was on stage.
Yeah, him and Penny Marshall and all of them came up on stage.
Did he walk out there?
Yeah.
Because he's got MS now, I think.
No, he did real good. He did real good. I mean, he walked up there, him and Squiggy, him and Lenny. I mean, the whole bunch, they were all there.
Did they ever do anything on Batman last night?
I didn't see any of it. I did not see a
I didn't see Batman at all.
They would have.
Oh, yeah, it was 66. That's all ABC had.
Right.
Was Batman.
Right. Anyway, okay, have a good day.
Thanks, Bobby.
I was in and out, though. Covered up the boat for the storm and everything else, so I may have missed part of it.
All right. You have some more questions really quick?
Oh, yeah. I'll go through them pretty quick. Some of them are...
Who's the guy running around the building with the white toboggan thing on with the...
It's one of the guys for the new show, the Liz Wild Show. It's one of the either interns or producers or somebody. I don't know them all yet.
Because the way he's wearing it, he kind of looks like a condom somebody forgot to shoot in.
Oh, they heard that.
Well, that's what it looks like.
I know.
Because it's not pulled all the way down, like when you go in to rob a 7-Eleven.
Right.
It's kind of pulled halfway down, and you got the little squiggly part up top.
At the top. Reservoir tip.
Yeah. That's what she's got.
Yeah.
Is that a producer?
I'm not sure.
Producer with a reservoir tip?
Yes.
I never had one.
Well, yes.
But I don't think Trey has a reservoir tip.
No.
I think he just goes all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, do a couple. We got to go.
Apartment number of the Jeffersons on the TV series.
212.
12D. Batman's nemesis, who played Dr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
This is Doctor, sorry.
Okay, that was, it's a foreign name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's more,
put your feet up on a...
bitch?
Otto Preminger.
Okay.
Who played Shame?
Cliff Robertson.
Okay. Remember when the people used to pop out of the windows on the side of the building?
Yes.
Can you name any of those?
Warner Klemperer.
That is correct. Colonel Klink.
Bob Hope.
Bob Hope, correct.
Robert, the guy that played Hogan.
Yeah, Bob Crane.
All right. Go ahead.
Sammy Davis Jr., Bill Dana, Howard Duff, and more.
Go ahead.
Here's a couple more. How many miles to Gotham City from the entrance to the Batcave?
12.
That's incorrect, actually.
14.
14 is correct. In the episode The Cat's Meow, which pop star's voices does Catwoman steal? The Beatles, Herman's Hermits, or Chad and Jeremy?
Chad and Jeremy.
That's correct. True or false? Lee Merriweather only appeared in the Batman
1966 movie.
6 movies.
Yes, true.
And not the TV show.
Right.
Okay. How many episodes did Egghead appear in? 3, 6, 5, or 2?
6.
5. Who played Mr. Freeze in the episode Green Ice and Deep Freeze? Mr. Freeze. We just talked about it.
Oh, the bitch.
Otto Preminger. Who played Aunt Harriet?
Some old bitch.
Of these items, has a villain never, which of these items has a villain never tried to turn into an item to kill Batman and Robin? Surfboards, snow cones, mattresses, or all of the above were used?
All were used.
That's true. What song did Batman sing while under the control of the Black Widow? Was it Old Man River, Old Little Buttercup, Mary Had a Little Lamb, or Ave Maria? See, these are tough. You were good yesterday, so I got tougher ones.
Buttercup.
Very good. You're right. Liberace once played the villain Chandel, and his twin brother, Fingers, Leo, Sam, or Harry?
Harry.
Good. And who was the first villain to appear on the show? The Penguin, the Riddler, the Joker, or Catwoman?
Joker.
Riddler. Do I have any more?
I don't know.
True or false, a villain learned Batman and Robin's true identities?
No.
Incorrect. King Tut accidentally burrowed into the Batcave and realized it was under Wayne Manor. After he figured it out, a rock bunked him on the head, and he reverted back to the timid professor, forgetting the secrets he'd learned.
That's not what happened.
That's what it says happened.
They hit him with a Bill Dookie.
No. And finally, the name of the restaurant the Penguin opened. See, these are tough.
That was?
It was a front for a caper he was planning.
I understand.
The Penguin.
Fishy Swap.
No. The Penguin's Nest. That's all I have for today.
Okay. You ready to spit on me? All right. You ready for the plugs?
Maybe you should just take a swig of water and just spray it on you so it's actually saliva.
You want to do that? I actually want to hear the spit noise.
Okay.
Don't you?
Yes.
All right. Eddie, you want to leave the room for this?
No.
You want to watch her spit on me?
Where's she spitting?
I'm pulling it out.
Oh, yeah.
Close the blinds on your way out, would you, huh? Ready? I'm excited.
I know.
Are you?
No.
Not aroused?
Not at all.
It's exciting.
Not for me.
Yes, it is. All right. Here we go. Ready? Go ahead. Hurry. Do it. Thank you.
More information about the Russ Martin Show. To email us individually, details on the Police Firefighter Foundation, go to russmartin.com. To instant email us during the show, send it to studio@russmartin.com. For my pictures and boats and such, go to johndavidryan.com. Eddie Boyd's strange and scary website is eddieboyd.com. To visit Trey Trenholm, go to treytrenholm.com and or pinknipples.net. Update on the Dan and Tassos Weekend Show. It's Dan and, you gotta spell out and, Tassos.com. Limousine service provided by Ultimate Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com. Any other sponsor links are found on our individual websites and the official site for the Talk That Rocks is live1053.com.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. The Liz Wild Show is next on KLLI, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
See ya.